Sami Laakso from Snowdale Design, and I welcome you to the stream where we're going to play Lands of Galzyr with a special guest today. Here's Jojo, or Jojo in Finnish.
So yo.
You can do the rest of your introduction yourself, so I don't butcher you more than I will.
You're too kind, Sami. But I'm Jordan McCarthy. I've been a freelance author for 12 years now. Not much to say other than I exist. I'm here. And I guess relevant to the stream is that I've written a significant portion of the Lands of Galzyr board game's story elements. Sami brought me on in about after the first year. And again, a long time, a lot of effort was put into it, but it was a fun project to work on. And for a while now, maybe almost for a couple of years now, Sami's been asking me, kind of lightly nudging me, to come on and play a game with him. Usually I'm not much of I don't ever really leave my hole digitally or otherwise. So this is I decided, out of the kindness of my heart, to come on today and have a good time.
Thank you for indulging me and showing your beautiful face to the world.
No, you're gonna make me blush.
Well, your video quality is currently so bad that no one will see it, so it's okay.
Yes. So actually, I have to admit with great guilt, mea culpa, that today I actually normally have no use of a webcam ever, and digging through my leftover garbage, I had found a MacBook from 2015, and I was like, oh, beautiful! Like this is all I need. So it is all the future.
This will do.
I promise if we do any future streams, I'll get a worthwhile.
Maybe I can sponsor you with the proper webcam.
Yeah, every time I'll start up, we'll get the Snowdale pitch in there, sponsored by Snowdale.
Yes.
But next time I'll get something a little healthier. Again, last night it just finally struck me that I haven't had need for a webcam in a decade. So I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna use?
Yes, I have also just using my just built-in one. Welcome to stream, Liony, as well. And music was loud, but I already told before the stream to Jordan that I will probably forgot to adjust it when we speak, but it should now be better. So hopefully it's fine.
Well, everything's better with you, right?
You say.
I know so. I know so.
I think that's enough of our faces, or we're still here, but a little bit smaller, so people can tolerate the stream a little bit better.
No, it's very kind of us. Like we're doing you a favor, right?
Yes, we are doing
thank you for looking at us.
All visitors a favor by making us a little bit smaller.
All right. So I see we have the beautiful Lands of Galzyr here in wintertime.
Yes, so on this stream series we're playing 1 month in each session, and I'm keeping them in sync with the actual months. So currently we are playing February because Jordan saved my butt for joining the last day of February, so I could still make it a February stream.
Yeah, I would have done it at a more convenient time, but when you had asked me, every day was booked solid for like 12 hours of doing stuff. So I was just looked at, and the final day I could eke it out. Which is funny because I just finished up a story piece for a client in like 4 minutes before I got on the call with Sami. And then tonight, as soon as I'm done here, I've got another about 4 to 6 hours of writing to do. But I'm thrilled to be here. Whenever you're ready, take us away.
Is saying that the music is still a bit loud, so I'll drop it a little bit to make it more manageable. I don't hear it myself, so I'm just mixing blind, seeing where the bars end up with, and it kinda looks fine. We're listening better. Yes, perfect. So I'm continuing my journey as Keridai with all my various stuff that I have collected from previous games. I have some items.
Oh yeah, what we got here?
I have stretchy braces, a whip, umbrella. I have friend Finiena the Red Fox. I have a favor of Elite, and of course my Power of Mind special ability. And when you're playing a new character, you have just your own special ability and the first part of your quest.
Yeah. The Finian, the Fox Lady. I got to write actually a good number of scenes with her. She's one of the NPCs I really liked writing for. I didn't write all of her scenes, but I wrote a good number of them. It was a great time. And also, Sami tells me that no one else has played more yet in this monthly series. Is this true?
Yes, that is unfortunately true. And as you can see in the zoomed out, you are more, so you can make your best impressions as the cold-blooded lizard boy.
I've got a voice for him.
Ghana.
Sad. Moore's the prettiest boy of all the base characters. I'm just sad no one else played him. He's my favorite of the base game.
So it suits you well because you're now the pretty lizard.
Oh, please no, please no. I'm gonna blush red like a tomato.
We have a tough choice. We need to choose which one of us will take the first turn, and the habit has been that the other person reads the story for the other person. So
it's your streams. It's your stream, Sami. You choose whatever. I'm just here for the ride.
Well, before setup, you will start just off the board because you're not in Galzyr yet. But as I'm coming back here, I can choose where I start, and I have no quests at all. But I do have Finiana who would like to go to Meratu, but I have 5 days. This is here for when Finiana will leave my side. So I'm thinking if I could snatch one of the quests from top and still make it up to Meratu. And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can make it easily to Meratu no matter which one I start. So why not? Let's start from Yetz then, and there's a quest there.
What do we got here?
Moving between cities in Galzyr is a pain. I have a solution, however. Just a simple courier service is needed to complete my plan. Signed by Olamide the Dodo.
Oh yeah, old Olamide. Yeah. High hopes. I recognize this.
I got an idea from this large basket I found for cheap. Strap on a fabric bag along with a burner, and we have a vehicle capable of transporting folk from city to city. There are suitable burners in Rienstum. Drop by the bank and take a modest loan in my name before meeting the seller, and we're all set. So that's going to be probably one of my things that I'm aiming for. And let's fill up the notice board. It's here a bit off screen because there's not much space elsewhere.
Cool.
So the new one is in Rienstum, and we can still see on the board where the new ones are. So why not? I can start the first turn.
Sure, yeah. Throw us away.
Go towards Rienstum. That's closer to Meratu, where I'm going with Finiana, and I also have the new quest. I need to go and take a loan from Rienstum for the Olamide if I want to help with his crazy plans. And Ville is saying that the music is still a bit loud. It's good, but the volume goes up and down inside the song.
So to control Sorry.
I remember last time when I put it where you wanted it to be perfect. I'm talking to Ville. It was too not loud enough, and it was you could barely even hear it. So I'm probably going to leave it. I can lower it just a little bit, but not much more. Otherwise, people can't hear it almost.
Are you talking to old Ville there?
Yes, he's on the chat. We have 2 Villes on the team. This is Ville Kesänen. Not
of the Ville I know. How's that old hot dog doing?
That old hot dog is the different Ville, and he's doing fine. We are doing the new project with him. This Ville is helping with other stuff, less game related, but like boring company stuff.
Okay. Oh, I recall. Yeah, we talked about that the other week there too. Well, to both the Villes, hi. It's good to have you here.
I'm not sure if the hot dog is here, but
Oh well,
this one
listen. Thinking's too hard for me, right? I'm just doing my best to sit up in a chair.
I'll move here, and because I don't have anything else to do, I'll draw an event card. I have it off screen.
Oh,
and
dangerous.
we're going to check the top one. Boomister, well, I'm not Boomer, I'm Keridai, no, and we're in settlement, so 157 is the scene for us. Let's see, 157.
Let's take a look at this.
And let's see if you can entertain.
Do you want me to read this? Yeah, I can read this. I do gotta mess around with my setup a little here. Let's take a point. Whenever you're ready.
Go for it.
Perfect. The cool winds over the grasslands brings comfort to your travels. But the effect is somewhat ruined by the sound of a child's cry. Cresting a low hilltop, you see the source of the noise. A trio of marmots camping by the water. 2 adults. Oh, Sammy, you're blocking. There we go. 2 adults and an inconsolable child.
My trip is ruined.
Sorry about the noise,
Says one of the marmots as you approach. An older one with dark brown fur.
My brother is doing his best. I'm not so good with kids. Lost his favorite doll while we were swimming,
Explains the other marmot as he rocks his son in an attempt to calm him down.
and he doesn't easily accept replacements. Don't suppose you want to try calming him?
He laughs in the desperate way familiar to all parents. Do we have the swim tag?
So this is what my adventuring has led me to comfort a little marmot child, if I so choose. So I'm Keridai the Northern Bandit Newt, and I actually have the swim tag here on my game board.
Even better, look at that. We got the swim tag.
Yes, we have the swim tag. Some more stories.
You seem like a good swimmer,
The uncle notes.
Would you mind helping us look for the toy?
We'll compensate you for your time.
I'm
Okay, we get
also.
back to the...
I could die for the toy. I'm a newt, though it's February. It might be a little bit
Ooh, it could
cold.
be.
Like, would you like
Galzyr,
to go? Would you like to go swimming here?
Yes.
With the ice.
One thing I do really like about Galzyr is sometimes the outcomes will change based on the season. So, you know, again, as Sami pointed out here, you could just normally innocently swim in it, but it might be a little chilly this time of year. So what are you thinking then?
I have really good skill marks for the communication skill check, so that might be
So
something.
you don't want to brew a soup for the child? You don't want to brew a calming soup?
So Keridai started as an intelligent fellow, but as you can see, I have kind of shifted like clockwise away from the knowledge.
She started smart, and now you've brought her to be a comedian, I guess.
Yeah, with my stretchy braces and umbrella.
Yeah, Keridai started as a respectable scholar. Now she's traveling with pirates and holding weapons and picks, and is now like a goofy stand-up comedian. But it's all right. Go for it. You perform for the child.
I guess I'll perform. Let's see what.
I mean, you do what you want. I'm not your dad.
Here, let's see. Performing or communication. I have convince, climb, fight, climb, intimidate, convince, fight, explore. Finian has unlock and observe. I can also change the skill check with power of mind, but I'm not going to spend that because I already have really good dice.
Of course.
Let's see what's the good view. I guess I'll use this one. So I'm going to get both of the communication dice and also the perception one. So let's see how well I can perform. And Ville is saying hi back to you.
Oh, beautiful to hear from him. Beautiful to hear from him. Now let's see what you got here first, though, before we continue fawning over our sausage.
I got absolutely nothing, so.
Oh no!
I have one free reroll, so I'll take that and see if that can save me. I just need one, and it should not be hard with these dice.
Just need one.
That's 3. I'm happy.
Hey, that's
3.
More than we need. Plug her in. Oh God. Okay. A pair of socks transform into a brave adventurer and his misfit apprentice instantly. The child goes from a wailing mess to wide-eyed and enthralled. You integrate the family into your performance. Hold on, my screen is just like really suffering under the stream right now. Just give me a moment to wide-eye this. All right. The Terracurn uncle becomes a grumpy mentor, and the enthusiastic father becomes the knight squire, all having a great adventure to return treasure to a dragon. You soon have the whole family laughing and playing along. The adults join in singing sections, and when it comes time to bonk the dragon on the head, the child gives you such an almighty whack, you don't have to pretend to feel the pain. Thank you so much, nods the uncle as he brings you aside to press some coins at you. You've saved that holiday. And you gain 1 prestige and 3 gold. Hey, that's pretty good. Again, yeah, sorry about that on the reading there. My screen had a moment of phasing out, and I was, just hapless. But we got through it. We get the 1 prestige and 3 gold.
It happens. I have now 8 gold. Nothing. No, it's okay.
You're rich.
You have
rich.
10
8
gold. With your starting
yeah, but it's not 8
adventure.
gold.
And the event card goes to the bottom of the deck, and that's end of scene. And on your turn, you can't move because you're not yet on the game board, so you have no choice but to resolve your first part of your
card here.
Starting quest, Chasing Legends. You've come to Galzyr in search of Whitefang, the hero of your favorite childhood stories. And there's no better way to start than from the very beginning. So now we're going to take the scene 85, start your adventure.
And a fun fact for the viewers at home is since I was brought on the project not at the start, I didn't write any of the starting quests for the characters. So it's funny that when I told my friends and peers how I worked on this game, everyone has to see the starting quests, and it was after I came on to it, so I'm a little heartbroken I didn't get it right then. But we're here now and fine. All right, I want to hear your beautiful voice. Read this to me.
I'll try my best. I'm not sure if I can match your smooth.
Oh no! You have the
voice
as smooth as sin and as seductive as an angel. Just hit us with it.
Finally, you've arrived at the beginning, at the first page of a great story. You peer down at the outskirts of a town nestled between great mountains, like a cradle. It looks unassuming at a glance, but appearances can be deceiving, as once upon a time a legend was born here. Hurrying along the forest road, you can barely contain yourself as you imagine the adventure ahead. After all, you dreamed of this since you were a young frilled lizard. You'd follow in the footsteps of your hero, and you'd make this story your own. And
well, I will choose the single option of head into town.
And there, first we are going to place your adventure figure to Jabbar, where you.
Oh yes, good old Jabbar. What an excellent place.
And as you're going to head into the town, As you approach the bar, your thrill unfolds as your imagination races. In a flash, you're back sitting in your grandma's lap listening to her stories. Among those, tales of Whitefang's adventures were always your favorites, and you heard them over and over, eyes wide in childlike wonder. Now those same stories were coming to life right before those same eyes. Rumors say that no one's seen the legendary adventurer in years, decades even. No one knows where he's gone or even what his real name is. But that's about to change, because you've decided to meet your idol in person. You even brought along your treasure your grandma gave you, your prized possession that once belonged to Whitefang himself.
Yes, now, what is this treasured item we got here?
Let's see your treasured item that once belonged to Whitefang himself. Refreshing.
Of course, refreshing juice! Your old sweet grandma lizard was like, "Oh boy, we've got this juice that came from the legendary Whitefang. I've been keeping it for 40 years.
And the Guardian
Now
says,
I want you to have it."
freshly squeezed. I'm not sure about
Freshly
that fresh
squeezed
part.
40 years ago.
Strong juice can have an intense effect on your mental and physical capabilities. Fresh lemon.
I've got this 40-year-old juice. I can only imagine it's like a desiccated clay at the bottom of the bottle, and I'm just licking it to hydrate it. Oh.
And because it's so, you have such fond memories of it, you can't bear even drink it full. Like you only have a little sip, and oh, it's good. I will save the rest.
Yeah. You know, for grandma's sake, I take a little pretend sip from the bottle. I'm like, oh, that was so good, grandma. I can taste the history in this. You know, the legacy of Whitefang.
How can you have it?
On a quick funny side note, Whitefang's actually the name of a show from Canada, an old children's cartoon. So I know it's not what it is here, but whenever we say it, I think back to it. But let's move on.
In the town, you meet a group of eager polecat cubs who join your way to a humble, ordinary-looking farmhouse. It's actually far from ordinary, however, but a local attraction, the childhood home of Whitefang.
Whitefang.
The inside looks like a museum filled with memorabilia of Whitefang's many adventures and visitors examining them. Except one area, which looks to be a bedroom closed off by velvet rope at the doorway. Is all of this really related to him? Standing there, you close your eyes and immerse yourself in your hero's legacy and story, now closer than ever before. You can smell it with your juice. When you open your eyes again, the cubs are looking at you, wanting to see why you came here. How should you proceed in this pilgrimage of yours? Did you come to complete their collection of Whitefang memorabilia and giving them your 40-year-old juice?
I probably came in to swap the juice with a real relic of Whitefang, to be honest. But you know, it'd be like if you were like a sports fan and someone gave you a piece of chewed bubble gum from your favorite sports star. So like, don't you like the sports star? And you're like, yeah, but I wish it wasn't a chewed piece of gum. Like, it would be a signed hat or a baseball. But like, for now, looking at my skill base,
the best you have.
Yeah. I'm not particularly well suited for any of this. So, oh no. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah. I thought something had given out, and I was about to scream out in horror. To this though, oof, we're having a hard day.
So
here.
You have investigate the memorabilia, which is perception one. You have 2 adjacent dice on the communication.
Yes,
or
that's
you
what I
can
was thinking.
Sneak into the bedroom, which is
I
easy.
have one of the.
Yeah, and your
one of our,
choose can only help if you do a survival check or recall. As for your special ability, which I'm not sure if you want to use it on your very first skill check, you can use that in a perceptions or communications skill check.
It's too soon for my glow up yet. So we're just gonna try the regular. Yeah, we're gonna try the regular investigate, and hopefully that will be a little better for us.
Yes, and the habit on these streams has been to blame everything on my die rolling skills. So
I've
you
already
get a free pass. You get a free pass on that.
I have a long history of blaming you for a lot of things, so that's nothing new. That's nothing new.
And these reminders are here just in the first scene for all the adventures when people are just starting out to remind what's your best possible die pool, etc. So we're going to use these ones and hoping for at least 2 eye symbols. 2 of the perception ones. Up. That's exactly 2.
Exactly 2. Now
yes.
Look at that.
So
look at that.
So you know that you're not failing, but you also know that it's not the best possible outcome. But with these dice, it's kind of hard to get better. Are you happy with this, or do you want the reroll?
Yeah. There is the whole board reroll, but I'm not feeling that brave. Like the juice is cool, but like I'm not feeling ready to be a real adventurer yet with this old crusty juice. So I'll just live with that, and we'll take the I think minimum outcome, but we'll take a look. Yes, middle outcome there. Hit me with it.
You inspect the exhibition carefully, living vicariously as you imagine the stories each crumbled corner of a map or sign of wear on clothing must signify. And the collection is indeed quite impressive. Items, maps, clippings of local newspaper articles. Just missing some old juice. There's even a painting of a mountaintop. And
White Fang was famous for the juice he drank, you know? I wonder whatever happened to that juice bottle. The historian says in Spain.
A painting of a mountaintop and an equally mountainous cloaked figure on it. All of it is supposedly connected to White Fang, one way or another. As you explain some of your findings to the curious cubs, a crowd of visitors slowly gathers around you. It seems that everyone is eager to hear more about the legendary adventure. You push all the other stuff aside, and there are several eyes on you now. A half of you yearns to share your favorite stories of your hero's journey, but the other half burns with desire to let the world hear of more, and the ambitions those stories have awakened.
Now, of course myself, much like the cat more, I'm a huge boaster. Like if I'm not talking or telling a story, I'm not getting oxygen down my throat to breathe. So we're just gonna go ahead and declare my ambitions to the crowd.
Forget the old part and his juice.
White Fang, well, his old time is over, man. Like he's just a juice drinking guy. Like we're here for a brighter future.
So with this one, even though if you would recall White Fang's adventures, you could drink that juice to get some extra points.
I'd get sour and be like, well, yeah, I could taste the legacy. Oh, gross. That's just rough. That dirty old juice. Oh, the history drank, as it were.
You can taste the history. Quite little. But sure, you're going to declare your own ambitions.
Yeah, so give me a roll there. What's coming on? Daddy needs a new bottle of juice.
So
that doesn't look
that's
good.
already four successes for knowledge, but it's two for declaring. So for the communication, you're already not failing. You got the 2 successes from the worst dice from the dice pool.
Yeah, you know what? I'm feeling risky. I want this to be boisterous. I will go ahead. I really mathematically I feel like I shouldn't, but I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll the whole lot.
Yeah, with these dice, you should be good, and with my die rolling skills.
No, I believe in you. Oh, you didn't roll on.
That was the mistake. You believed in me. That's just one.
Oh no! What have you done?
The dice.
What have you done?
The dice are cursed or something. Because
Curse? Blame it on the dice.
these blue ones have 2 double sides on both. And
Why would you do this? You tricked me. You tricked me into this. Oh my god. I bet out back you've got a hag tree fetish and you're cursing the dice rolls yourself.
You have the option to just accept your failure, your puny destiny, or you could spend your one-time use special ability Deep Intuition to get some more additional successes.
Let me just here give it a little blurry on my screen here. What do we get the benefits of? I can discard this to get 1 success, and then okay. Let's hit it. Let's. I want this to be amazing. We're to crack that skill open right now.
So you immediately get 1 extra success. So you're now at 2, and now you can continue rolling the 12-sided die if you want. But if you get 1, 2, or 3, you lose 1 success.
I know. No, I've already been burned by random chance. I'm gonna go ahead and roll it. You know, I haven't learned my lesson yet. Come on, give that a beautiful roll.
That's 3.
What? No! No!
That's 3.
Oh, just
it was not meant to be. It was not meant to be.
Oh, no wonder nobody plays more on the stream. This is terrible. This is Kentucky Fried Failure at its finest. This is just... Put a pin in it. We're done. What happens next?
You have to try really hard to get these bad rolls and these bad outcomes first.
That's okay. I'm already devastated. Just read me out.
You want to tell the world your goal, finding White Fang and becoming a great adventurer yourself. But right then, a fleeting moment of self-doubt crosses your heart. You fumble your words and reduce your proud proclamation to a meek whimper. Some in the crowd look puzzled, annoyed even, while others give you sympathetic smiles before turning away. But no matter, you won't give up. You've heard that actions speak louder than words. Unlikely, considering how loud you can be, but perhaps you should try. You plan to head to Sarevar to meet White Fang's old enemy. But before you can, the cops run to you, carrying something. "We want you to have this," one says. "Tell White Fang we said hi." At least they still believe in you.
It's a good thing that they don't know that as soon as I'd leave this establishment, Moore would order 4 cheeseburgers and in a fit of depression eat them all, and just lay in a back alley, just drinking shaving cream for the next week as he just reflects on the ultimate failure for his career as an adventurer to launch. Oh my god.
You still got
Thanks for believing me in kids.
Maybe they're friends of the one that I helped find the toy from the sea.
Here, give me a... Thank you.
One prestige, and your quest cards goes back.
Just raw depression, I tell you. That is... I was here to make a statement, and I just completely flubbed it.
Welcome to the stream, Sir Tekos. Nice to have you here.
Sorry, you're too much. You're too much.
Your friendly children came to give you a spyglass.
What are kids doing with a spyglass? Peeping in windows? Goodness.
I guess they're not doing anything because they just gave it to you.
Yeah, I know. I suppose so. Yeah, they're well behaved now.
Yes.
Well behaved.
And you also get 220.
Alright, yeah.
It's your Chasing Legends Part 2. You strengthened your resolve by visiting the birthplace of White Fang, your hero, through story. Now you just have to find him and to make your dream come true. You should go question Kafarit, White Fang's old storied enemy, in Sarevar if you wish to do so. But I'm not sure if you feel like it.
I think Moore needs to lower his goals a little first. You know, we gotta build ourselves up. After that,
where's the nearest tavern?
Yeah, I need those cheeseburgers to ease my sorrows. But I believe it's your turn. Why don't you take us away? What's going on here?
So let's move the Tuesday here and the same on the storybook. And I guess loan is waiting with my name on it on the Reinstone Bank. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. The bank loan to get this this fabled contraption. Yeah. Some dodo comes to you with a crackpot idea, needing burners and balloons, and then this is a great idea. I just need a balloon, a basket, and a massive fat bank loan. Can you do that for me?
I'll start with the bank loan.
Yeah.
There's also a quest here. Why not? I'll take. Or no? Is it? Maybe I'm just a bit stupid and have put it in the wrong place. Yes, it should be Hesempi. There's no quests in Reinstone. It's just my I can resolve this.
So are you gonna stay in Rhinestone, or do you think you're gonna move again?
I'll stay here and I'll visit the bank for the dojo. Can't go that bad. Like what bad can happen in a bank?
All right, yeah. Well, lots of things actually.
Don't tell me later. Not now.
Okay.
I'm still enthusiastic about this, unlike Moore, who has lost his will to
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, poor Morph, failing the skill that he should have succeeded most easiest on. But yeah, here, what's this? Yeah, let's
So
pump into
Tekos
201 here.
said that he is more would like a bank loan as well. Thank you very much.
All right. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to read this, aren't I?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. You arrive at the head office of the Prime Rian Bank. The starting item on Olamai's agenda is to secure a loan to help build the Dodo's flying vehicle, which requires a powerful burner and a large sum of money for it to work. You head inside and wait in a gruesomely long line till it is your turn to speak to the clerk. What can I help you with today? You explain that you are here to take a loan out in Olamai's name. The clerk laughs, knowing who you are talking about. I'm afraid Olamai has borrowed the maximum amount of money he is entitled to at this time. He can access new funds by making payments on his current debts.
What current debts? I was not informed about his current debts.
Yeah, thanks, Olamide. Thanks for letting us know. What will you do to secure the loan?
Like he said that I can just go to the bank and get a loan on his name and thanks.
Yeah, it's a classic trick. Like, oh yeah, just go there and ask for it.
The flightless dodos are big dreamers and visionaries, but at the same time live in the moment, disregarding the future.
Oh
so,
man, you know what? He probably took so much money designing this new vehicle he has in mind that he blew through just like thousands of gold. And he's like, okay, I finally got the design finished, and then so he looked at his bank account and it was like hard in the red, hard in the red, and he's like, oh.
Maybe someone else can take the loan on my name.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. If I don't ask for it in person, they can get it. All of my jukebox.
Oh no.
So yeah,
I had my hopes up because it's asking for Populace tag, and I do have one letter, but it's the elite and not Populace. Just
when you need the help, just when you need the backing of your fellow civilian. But you only have the favors from the politically elite and rich. What a terrible crime.
They could care less about my problems in the bank with getting some...
They're too rich for that. Yeah, they'd be like, that sounds like a poor person's problem. All right, so... are we going to convince the clerk to lend money? Or do you want to pay out of your own pocket?
I have exactly 8 gold, but I did not save it for this stupid dodo.
Well, no, think about it. You know, yeah. I mean, yeah. No, Olamide doesn't deserve your money. You should do
He
you
doesn't.
should communicate.
He doesn't. And I do have some stuff. Yes, my stretchy braces. I'm so fancy looking with these that I get extra bonuses for convincing. And
Exactly.
I can try to wheel up my umbrella to reroll sometimes. I just
Yeah, you'll go up to the bank teller and you'll be like, "Listen, lady," and then you'll stretch the braces, and she'll be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Of course, of course."
Of course, Olamide can have a new load. That's like normal and expected.
Exactly.
I
So,
get
yeah, that's
to.
it.
I'll take that away, replace with this, and
Yeah, it looks right.
yeah. And
Give it a roll.
my friend Piniena is just looking like I have nothing to do with this. You do
Yeah.
you. I'm here for the treasure.
When Phineas signed up, she's like, "Yeah, we're going on high sea adventures, cutting throats, battling brigands, and stealing gold." And now she's just waiting in a bank lineup as some terribly somber tune just plays in the background. As you're like showing your stretcher braces to the clerk, Phineas just like, just waiting there. Now here, roll it. No parts like for us.
That's how you roll. That's 4 successes.
Oh. You did this on purpose.
I hope.
You stole the luck
wish,
from me.
I wish I
Stole
could.
it from me. You luck vampire.
With umbrella, I can reroll 3 dice. So let's see if my umbrella is even more convincing. Yes,
This is just
one
salt
more.
to the injury. Ugh.
And with my stretchy braces, I can reroll 1. So let's see if that helps me even more. That did not help me. So I have 5 plus 1 from the braces. I have 6. And that's more than that's more than enough to convince some clerk.
I haven't even had 6 successes my entire career in this game yet. Ugh.
This
Right.
is how you roll.
You win over the turn with your efforts, and she produces a quill. I'm sure, seeing the bank's generosity, that Olamide will make good on his payments, owed as soon as possible. She inks up the quill and scratches out a check and gives it to you. It is written for the full amount Olamide asked for. You thank the turn and leave the bank. With this, you should be able to get everything Olamide needs to complete his traveling vehicle. Which, knowing Olamide, this one isn't even close to enough. So yeah, let's continue on here. Leaving the bank, you head to the tinkerer's shop that the dodo told you about. Arriving there, you see the shop is little more than a yard of oxidizing scrap and skeletons of broken inventions. Can I help you find anything? The grizzled giant squirrel owner asks. Yeah. Sure. Wait. So when you bring up the little bubble, should I read that immediately then, or should we get back to it?
I don't usually just show it and people can read it and
Okay.
we can.
Okay. Sorry. The grizzled giant squirrel owner asks. You tell him about the engine you want. He shows you 2 cheaper ones, one of which is leaking, and the other is dented to oblivion. He has a brand new one as well that is not far out of your price range.
I guess I did not get big enough loan from the bank after all.
Yeah, it was like Olamide's like, I need to get a car. And he looked at like a Kijiji listing of like a destroyed car without a wheels or an engine for $80, and he's like, all cars must cost that. Yeah.
That will work for me.
Yeah, so we can patch the leaking engine, force the other engine into shape, or purchase the pristine engine.
As for patching, I have 1 proper die and 1 on the side, but it's hard skill check. Doesn't sound too much fun.
Yeah, not great. Not great.
Forcing, I'm even worse. It's a little bit easier, but I'm horrible. And still, Finiena is just looking. I'm staying out of this. This is none of my business. She can help with unlocking and observing, and this is neither of those.
Yeah, I mean, you could just fall victim to Olamide's tax fraud scheme here and just purchase a pristine engine.
It's still half of my money, and I did not get it for this dodo. I did not get.
Well, look, it's the easiest option. Just $4
Just $4
from your pocket to his. From your pocket to his.
That doesn't feel good. I think this is time to use my power of mind. And with this, I can change the skill check being to anything I wish. So I'm guessing I'm going to force the other engine into shape, but I'm actually using my communication to do so. So I guess I'm just asking this girl.
I wish my special ability card had proved to be so useful.
I'm not sure how useful this will be, but we'll see soon. So I hope to convince Finiena and the school to do the work for me.
Yeah,
I'm not up for the task myself.
The squirrel to bang the engine back into shape.
Let's see how my convincing goes. And yes, these are my dice. And maybe the bigger reason is just to roll the blue dice and show how you get the successes from this. To twist the knife in your wood. Like that. That's four successes from the communication dice.
You are a luck vampire. Just roll through this.
And no, it's not 5. Come on, I didn't get even the best one.
Oh. At least you passed. All right, plug your 3 to 4 in there. All right. After paying for the engine with a check, you wrestle with the engine like it is a living thing and bend its parts roughly into shape that they should be. After that, you slap the engine around some more just to make sure your new adjustments will stay in the shape you forced them into. The store owner takes a deep breath, stressed. It's not what I've done to fix it, but hey, if you want to wail on, you can. He looks on in amazement when you turn the engine on, and it works better than it did before. You tell him it's ready to be shipped, and he promises to send it right away to Olamide, and that it should reach him soon enough. The squirrel thanks you for your business. Earn that 2 prestige. Look at you, you're just rocketing ahead.
We are on the same side, so I'm helping us.
We are, okay. Now it just means you're doing all the heavy lifting and I'm dragging the team down, but it's all right.
You're just hanging around.
Yeah. Making a fool of myself in museums, drinking dried up juice bottles. Ugh. All right.
Tekos, Stefano is saying that they're still waiting for the copy of the game. I hope you get it soon.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Depending on where you live, it might be on the way, but if you're in the US, then if it's a pre-order, you have to wait for the second printing because the game was way more popular than we anticipated, so we did.
My poor American neighbors. Yeah, the game sold out pretty fast, didn't it?
Yes, and Tekos said that I'm lucky, and then he encourages me to keep it up, and then again, wow, you're lucky is pretty great today.
Thank you for joining us.
I don't want to break like the average luck, so I'm just dividing the good rolls for me and the bad rolls for Joey.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It evens out.
Saving yourself, right? Saving yourself. All right.
I got the second part of High Hopes. The balloon has been completed with the fancy burner and all. It just didn't occur to Olamide how hard it is to pilot the craft. Well,
of course it didn't.
Based on Based on
Thinking's not a strong suit.
Based on Olamai's trusty source, a skilled pilot by the name of Philokia lives in Yetsden. He recommends starting the search from the local postal office. They should know about her current whereabouts. I just came from Yetsden. I'm now going to help Finiena and I guess.
Oh, what? No, you got to go back to Yell. You got to help Oda with this Odie with this terrible scheme. You got to help him find the pilot so he pilot his dream vehicle.
There's
the
also
hot air balloon.
There's also one option that if I were to abandon this quest, this would go to the notice board, and you could pick up it from Yetsden and finish the job finding the pilot.
Oh, I see what you're trying to do. Get me to help Olamide finish his
I can feel you enjoying his company and helping him out. Because I have only limited time to go to Mera to help Finiena, and she's my older friend, so I'm going to prioritize her over Olamide's crazy inventions. So if you are up to the task, I can.
Sure. If you want, I'll pick up the construction of the hot air balloon. Finish
it's
it
up to you if you want.
Tell some poor lady that this crack-brained dodo wants her to fly a dangerous aerial vehicle that's untested.
But it has a really good engine that I forced into shape.
You convinced some. You convinced it with fists. You beat the engine till it started to work.
Like a living thing, it said. So I convinced it to a shape.
And the way you would wrestle like a giant squid, you were brawling with the machine as pipes and oil and bits were flying everywhere. You're just beating on it. Exactly. The power of intelligence through your fists. All right. So, are you going to abandon High Hope, or do you want to hold on to it?
If you want to go and complete it,
I'll take it. I'm all over it.
So I'm going to abandon it, which it goes to the notice board, and it can be picked up at Yetsden.
Good. And as it should be.
The balloon is ready for operation. Unfortunately, I can't fly it myself and need a professional pilot. Fortunately, I know just the gal.
That'd be like if you built a fighter jet in your backyard, then you try to take it out for a spin, like, wait a second, I know nothing about piloting aerial vehicles. Like, Olamide.
So, your turn, I guess.
Alright.
First
of all, I see that I'm in Chabrar. I'm going to pick up whatever quest is hanging around there. Alright, now let's look at this.
Help me find a trainer for my upcoming race, signed by Ranguri the Redneck Wallaby. Race for
I remember that dirtbag. I don't like him at all. Alright, let me read this.
Listen.
Okay.
Oh, you can go.
Oh no, if you want to read, you can read.
Your turn. I have read enough cards.
Listen, I'm not happy about being just the fastest runner in this town. There's some kind of big race coming up in Thorware. I want to win. I've heard of a famous trainer there who's coached many champions. Let's find him and make him train me. Come on. What are you waiting for?
Ranguri, the red-necked wallaby racer. I remember him.
And you can join him in Sarevar in the opposite direction if you so wish.
We're gonna go to Yezden first because I distinctly recall how much I despise that little critter as a character. But we do have the ski resort, the market, and the hot springs here.
If you want to go to smoothen your wounds, your emotional wounds you got in the hot springs.
I could go to the hot spring, couldn't I? And while that's very flavorful, and I'm half convinced to do it, for now I might actually head over to Yezden.
So Dodo, the Olamide is calling for your name, and you can't resist.
Do I want to go to the lovely hot springs and have a good time, or do I want to help convince somebody to climb into an untested death machine? It's obviously the former, but we're going to do the latter.
I guarantee my name on it that the engine works.
Okay, yeah, we're betting our everything on it. All right.
So you're heading towards Yetsden?
Yeah. All right, so I don't think. Do I have enough movement to make it there? I don't think I do. No.
So
Okay.
let's
So
event.
hit me with a random event. What are we looking at
Is
here?
it Friday? No, it's Tuesday. So we're going to the mountain 160.
Actually, I don't think we. I think it might. Is it? Oh yeah. No. It's still Tuesday. Go on. Yeah. Is it?
Yeah, we started on Monday and now it's the second turn. And
Yeah.
After your turn,
makes
we're
perfect
going to
sense. Yeah, let's hold 160. What's going on here today?
Dust
This is
296.
Ooh, what's this spicy?
Let's see if it's here. 296 is not available. So we're going to.
Is that Fiona? Is that who you have?
I have 29. She's 291, but there's like also 2 extra adventurers who are in the save slot, so might be in those.
So they're gone elsewhere. All right.
A measure of worry sets in when you reach a spot of winding mountain road covered in bones. Hundreds of them by the looks of it. You're laughing because you have written this.
I have. I mean, I haven't stopped to put out every story I've written that we've played, but I do particularly love this one.
How well do you remember it? We shall see. A snow leopard, dotted in cuts and bruises, pokes her head out from a nearby cave. Come over here, quick, before it starts again! Again?
Snow leopards are experts in winter conditions and love the study of military history, making snowball fights a sacred sport to them. Oh, that's good. I like that. Good world.
As if predicting a forecast, bones rain down on you from a higher ledge above. You rush under the sharp barrage of fragments and hide in the cave with the roughed up leopard. Ever had that happen to you before? She says before introducing herself as Brihe. Every time I try to leave the cave and go down the road, more bones! How are we going to escape this accursed passage? I have places to be.
Ooh, yeah, so just like any other regular Tuesday, you're walking down a mountain trail and just hundreds of bones come, sharp, jagged fragments of corpse just come flying down on you. So, do we have the range tag? I'm positive we don't.
So your own adventure board has bolster and unfold, and your items have drink and spying. So
yeah, we don't have any of that.
No range.
So no.
You're a little deranged, but not ranged.
Yeah.
You can either try to dodge the falling bones, which it's easy. You have one side die for that, or you can explore for a different route. And do you know what would help explore?
Probably my spyglass here.
Actually both.
All right, now my screen's a little too blurry to read what goes on with the juice.
You can also just wait for it to end.
No, I'm an impatient lizard. I'm going to explore for a different route.
Stefano is asking if there are plans for Italian translation, and well, I
don't speak Italian.
We don't translate ourselves, but some publishers have been interested in the game with different languages, but I can't promise anything because so far publishers are, I want the game, it's popular, and then I tell them, it has this many words. Oh, that's too many words, we can't do it.
Yeah, again, Galzyr has a hefty word number, which we do have an actual precise count of how much was written for the game.
Almost 700,000.
Oh, I can't believe it. Yeah, we put a lot of work in on this.
Just for context, Lord of the Rings trilogy, all the 3 books combined has like 450 or something. So we have over that in the book, and that's one of the reasons why the stories are in a digital storybook and not a physical beast of a thing.
Because again, normally I'm very pro-physical when it comes to my board games. I'm not crazy about digital components, but in Lands of Galzyr, Sami, I think, made the correct decision. to really digitize the rule book, or sorry, the storybook, to digitize the storybook, because it's just too much content to practically wield in a real physical
And
book.
personally, I'm also kind of dislike digital things, but here it's not an app, it's just a book. And it's super easy to also, you just click buttons and move to the next one. Instead, go to the paragraph 355, turn a new page, turn a new page, turn a new page. So it's...
Exactly.
And you
There is the historic account. There's a board game called Golem Arena I really liked that came out about a decade ago. That was I think it was the first board game to have an app involved. And I got it. I loved it. We played a little bit of it. And shortly afterwards, they said that they couldn't afford or couldn't keep up updating the iOS system. So in a couple of years, when new generations of phones and operating systems came out, the app was rendered useless. So we had bought, this game and, like a total of $300 worth of expansions, and it became completely useless in a couple of years.
Yeah.
So after that, I've had a very distinct distaste in my mouth about the digital components of the board game.
And that's also one of the reasons why the book for Galzyr is not an app, it's just a website. You can, as long as there are browsers, you can use the storybook. And I guess that's going to be pretty long while. And we don't need to keep updating with every new iOS update or anything like that, because it's just a website and it works. So we tried our best to future-proof it.
And absolutely, we put a lot of effort. Again, for the bulk of this project, Sami and I here, we were 7 days a week talking to each other, working on it daily. But here, enough of our woes on that. We'll love to talk about it some other time. Let's get our dice pool assembled here. So we're doing a explore here.
So you get your one knowledge and one might die.
Might, and then
this. And your spyglass lets you, when you explore, you can reroll up to 2 dice. And if you choose to muster up and drink your legendary juice, you get an immediate 2 successes, but you can choose that after rolling.
Yeah. So let's give the roll ahead first and see how it turns out.
As expected, that's nothing.
So first, we're going to give that the whole regular reroll. See if anything better comes up this time, chat.
Nope, nothing. I said that I'm going to keep the average in the middle, so I'm not accused of too much cheating.
All right. This is what we're going to do. First, we're going to re-roll the colored dice.
Yes.
With our telescope. See how that turns out.
That's 1 success.
All right, then I'll down the juice to get 2 more success.
You're telescoping the bones falling from the cliff.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm looking around, seeing where they're coming from. So yeah, I'll drink the juice afterwards to give us 3 success. I need to see your face drinking this juice. Are we ready? Are we ready?
We are ready.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, it would be rough.
Thanks for humoring me.
No, it's okay. Maybe I should have just checked if anyone in the neighborhood had some rotten milk I could practice with.
Turtles is asking if I want to give at least a bit of luck to Jordan. I did give one success. You see, 1. Is that enough?
Yeah, 1.
Is that enough?
No, I don't deserve any luck. I've been in 11 car crashes, 1 down ship, and I've been buried alive. I'm a very unlucky person.
And it seems like it's continuing here.
Yeah, outside of the game of Warhammer Fantasy, I'm a very lucky man in that one game specifically. But otherwise, here now, we got 3 successes total after guzzling, the terrible juice. So what happens now?
Taking Brihe's paw, you scoot out of the cave and head back, exploring around the mountain trails and find a passage over a crumbling lip of stone. As you traverse it, part of it breaks away and you nearly plummet to a grisly end, if it wasn't for Brihes speedily grabbing you. Taking the path further, it leads you to the ledge you were originally under. A flock of 40 bearded vultures are there, but take off and fly away.
Good old bearded vultures have a strong family ties to one another and live by an ancient set of laws their ancestors made.
Sounds about right.
The ancient right of throwing bones at strangers. Yeah! You know.
Can't stop that one, that would be like a travesty.
Exactly.
Brihe lets out a predatory roar. I bet they were behind the bones! Do they have any idea how much time they costs us? After her annoyance settles, she thanks you for helping her find another way through the mountain. Your soul hasn't recovered from the near fall. 1 prestige.
Well, we get 1 prestige, so we're finally starting to pull some weight here. And now, I believe, not that I would know from an insider's knowledge of working on the game, but I have a distinct feeling card 54, I believe, is the afraid status. Or
Close.
shocked. Oh, yeah, close. Oh, no. Your mind is haunted by your latest dreadful experience, making you unable to fully focus on any task at hand. You can only wish you had acted differently. No.
You can only wish you had not drank.
Yeah.
Juice.
I wish I had
Your
drank
last
powdery
memory
juice.
of White Fang.
It was bitter. It was as bitter as the fumble in the museum. Oh, poor Moore. He's having a hard start here.
So
I just want to pet his little head and fix his little cap.
3 days you can't use the skill checks matching the check. So, for example, in knowledge check you can't use the green one, but you could use the blue ones.
Oh no, Tommy! All right, I guess we're all done then.
Who made that scene? Who made that story? Who are we to blame?
Yeah, who sat down and designed the story and then wrote it?
Who had the great idea of throwing bones to a random adventurer?
I guess for a fun little insight is when we were designing the game, again, Sammy's first priority was to make sure everything was as fun and good for the customers as possible. And when it came to writing the stories to help bring Galzyr to life, Sami had asked me to really try to incorporate different aspects from animals into the game. And when I was writing up on bearded vultures, they actually have habits where at higher levels they'll toss away bones and debris from what they're eating to keep their spaces tidy. So I thought, like, what if you're just at a family gathering of 40 people and they just started throwing stuff across the room? So that's where that scene had come from, and it's just full of creation.
All the scenes have names in our editor, and that's like Bone Barrage.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, not available to the viewer, but when we were making the catalog of every scene, each scene has a distinct name, and for this one it was Bone Barrage.
Just that it is easier to find if we need to change anything.
Yeah. So here, why don't we move on to the next day and start your turn?
Yes. Welcome to the stream, Manan. And I'm still going for Piniena's thing. I don't have too many days left until she's fed up with anything.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm just doing.
Yeah. Again, she was, Yar, I can't wait to fight landlubbers and seize that treasure. And then she's just been waiting in bank lines and engineer shops, just buying burners. Like, yeah, it has not been the treasuring pirate's life.
Looking when I'm playing with sock puppets with children.
Yeah. He's just like, we could cut their gizzards and take their coin. And you're like, no, I've got sock puppets. Like, oh my god. Oh.
I'm going to go towards finding the treasure with Piniena.
Finally.
I'm going towards Merato, so that's just next turn, but now I'm making a stop.
Oh yes,
here.
let's see what happens on the road here.
It's not Sunday, so we go down to Forest 217.
All right.
217.
Hopefully the stream will hold. Uh-oh.
288.
Does the library have them?
Let's see. That one is available. Yes.
All right.
In the woods, surprisingly, you find a pit by the side of the road. A Kakapoo in traveling gear is scolding a group of intimidated moles. Yeah, and a Kakapoo are at a disadvantage in that they can't fly. They make up for it by having a knack for travel and exploration. So these birds can't fly, but very travel savvy. And yes, the poster child of humble, hardworking folks, moles take pride in the earthworks, but beyond that, enjoy simple, honest lives. So we have a bird here who can't fly but loves exploring, and we have some very humble, down-to-earth moles. You introduce yourself to the agitated bird, and she does likewise. Kalasangi, as an explorer and mapper of the landscapes, I've been paid for the Grand Mole Efforts labor group to explore this tunnel into the earth. But they refuse to work. Feeling judgmental eyes on them, the mole's boss explains, the pit is home to a Bordegon. To go in is to be devoured. Oh, she refuses to endanger her team. She's had a few smokes. Her force is on. The cactus rubs her forehead in stress. A mythical snake beast has ruined my expedition. She grumbles about how she wishes there was some way to reach down into the pit. So yes, the snakes we have there. But to recap from my shaky and poorly voiced here, is that this bird lady was paid by the Grand Mole Efforts labor group to explore a hole with mole workers, and the mole workers believe a mythical creature, the Bordegon, lives in there, and they're too scared to go inside. Which, I mean, if there's a monster in there, is it safe for us to even go in? But the Kakapo is determined to get in there. So first, do we have the duelist tag? We do not have the duelist tag.
No.
Yeah, no harm in today. So we could climb down into the monster-infested pit, force a tree down into the pit so we can climb down into it, and that's easy. Or we could just pay the moles more, and they'll go in. They'll set aside their bravery.
You can encourage them with your
I can encourage them with gold. Exactly.
There's no such thing as Bordegon. Just go in.
There's no such thing as Bordegons. Yeah. So you know what? It's gonna be dicey, but I think to save my money, I might force the tree down into the pit.
Just
it's only easy, and I get
you are shocked from your previous experience that you are not able to use the orange die if you try to force. So you're just with black ones.
What we'll do then is we'll just pay them.
You just pay them. You're too shocked
here's
from
$5.
The bones. No, I'm not going. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, the mole worker, she's like, I'm not going in there with my crew. Then you pay her $5, and she's like, absolutely, go right on it.
I'm going down there with my crew.
Yeah. Exactly. So, I understand her concerns, but if I raise minimum wage, maybe the workers will consider it. So, take us ahead there.
Or I'm getting confused.
Wait a second, this is your turn.
Yes,
this is your turn.
I just realized that why are you paying? Why are you paying?
Oh, hold on.
You get your money back.
Sorry, I got carried away there.
Yes,
it's your turn, not mine.
I got equally confused.
A moment of shared confusion.
Yes. Again, Piniena is just going to look a different direction, like this does not concern me. What is it? Climb or force? I still have money, but I did not give it to Olamite, so even these again don't feel like they deserve my money. if I can
You are so miserly with that money. You are
I worked
are
hard.
so just
I worked hard with my
clenched to your
sock puppets for the money.
Oh my god, you can't take that to the grave. Just give it to the Polmore workers. They deserve a higher pay.
I can you
Retract
get some
capitalist
bonuses for climbing with my stretchy braces and my whip. I can like tie them together to make a makeshift rope.
Yeah,
But it's
I guess
hard.
if you're too cheap to pay the workers, yeah, I guess you could.
And I can even. It's hard, but with stretchy braces, I can discard them to get 2 successes. Like I can just leave them hanging there. And I do.
Yeah.
I had 3 items, and it's sometimes okay to get rid of 1 because sometimes if you get more, 3 is the maximum you can hold. So I fear no Bordagon. I will show them. I will climb down into the pit.
Yeah, the Bordagon's not real. We're gonna climb down into the pit.
And I will use all the best
All
dice
black
I
dice,
have
that's
available.
risky.
So here we go. With the best pool of dice, I'll show you how you can play the game. Just a little bit of anticipation. That's nothing, but I can reroll them.
Yeah, pray for the reroll. Pray for the reroll.
1.
Well, we got some items to juice.
And with whip, whip gives me 1 reroll, and I can actually with 1 eye I can turn this into a success because I need my eyes to see where
We're getting there.
throw my
We're getting there.
throw my whip. Then I will reroll the 1 with the whip. that's 3.
3.
And then with stretchy braces I can reroll 1, and then I can choose if I want to discard to get 2 bonus successes. Well, I'm already at 3, which is way more than I was anticipating with these horrible dice. So I guess I'm just happy with 3, not leaving my stretchy braces
We're happy with 3 then.
behind. There's a book, there's a knowledge outcome too. I did not get any knowledge. I'm past that already, so let's go with 3.
All right. To the horror of the moles, you climb down into the hole. It's large enough you can't brace across it, but narrow enough to rob your room to maneuver. Worse yet, it widens at the bottom. This last stint is beyond your skill, but from your spot you get a rather good view of the bottom. You climb back up to the top and report your findings to the Kakapo. Kurangi records what you tell her and studies the notes. It would have been nicer if we could get a clearer understanding of the pit's layout, but this will do. Why don't I join you in your travels for a time? Being done here, I have little else to do. As she leaves with you, the moles watch you go. They are amazed that you survived the Bordagon's lair. So you get 1 prestige and a card from the deck, which I believe is the character.
Yes. Kihurangi
There she is.
herself. Kihurangi knows the land like no one else. A famous summit she mapped near Yetsden is named after her. In perception skill checks I can reroll 2, and she can help me unlock and explore, and she will stick with me for 5 days. I'll just gather more friends while you can cry alone in your shocked status.
Yes. Yeah, Paradise got all the friends, having this great adventure, survived the lair of the Bordagon, and I'm just over here, fighting that post-cheeseburger depression. All right.
Drinking your lemon juice.
Drinking the dusty powdered lemon juice my grandmother held on to for 40 years.
History.
Yeah, you can taste it. The dust time in a jar.
It's
all
like
right,
a
so
fine wine. It becomes better with time.
A fine dehydrated wine. Ooh. So yeah, I guess we move on to my turn then, I believe.
Yes.
We're gonna go to Yezden and pick up that quest.
and it's the one we already know. And
Yes,
even
to help Olamide along with
you
his,
can visit the postal office.
Yeah, we're gonna visit the post office to find out the address of where this once famous explorer lived.
The pilot.
Or no, pilot. Yeah.
The,
All right, so hit it, Johnny. Let's do it.
There's new quest in the board in Teshun, so there's always at least 3 available.
Yes, there.
And that was 202.
Yes.
Your search for the pilot Philokia brings you to the post office at Yetsden. You ask the cougar clerk if you could get Philokia's address, explaining you are here to offer her a job. Dogs have learned not to be offended when cougars move to avoid them. Conversations stress them out. You're stressing the person out with your mere presence.
Just very antisocial.
Gee, I would have loved to help, but we have a bit of mix-up here in the office. The elderly clerk apologizes. All our index cards are locked in this cabinet, he states, patting an old peathen tower of wood and metal next to him, explaining that one of the other employees lost the keys for it last week. But there's another way, he beckons you to follow him out back. He shows you the archives, which are filled with decades of unsorted address cards. It should have been in here, but might take some time to find it.
No, it's just like how Kenzie disrespects our board by walking all over it. Of course.
That's
we
normal.
can unlock the cabinet, easy, or search. Now, I believe. Is there any chance the telescope helps with searching? I can't see from our.
No, it does not help in like you're inside looking for something. Doesn't.
Yeah.
Doesn't help
Down
you.
on all fours. All right. So what are our options there again? Unlock the index cabinet is easy, which I would get a single red dice as it's not the primary skill.
For the searching,
or
you would get your communication dice. It's a little bit
Yeah,
harder, but you would get a little bit better dice.
We're gonna go unlocking the index cabinet. I gotta play it safe. Yeah, so here we go.
And you get one.
Picking up those 4 black dice and 1 red orangey dice.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Let's see if you
And
are
blow on them.
up.
Blow on them.
Let's see if you're up to the task.
Oh, I am feeling it. I'm feeling more.
That's one from the orange die.
That's all we needed.
That's
all we needed, baby. All right, fantastic. Yeah, let's raise the roof here. We got that 1 success.
Yes.
Oh, love to see it. Love to see it.
You ask the old clerk if you can take a crack at the index cabinet. Knock yourself out. And you nearly do so, as it is a life and death struggle, trying to force the drawer labeled as F for respect. When you do get it open, it is still a time before you find the address card from the archive. Looking over the info, it says Philokia lives up in the mountain temples. Thanking the old cougar, you leave the post office and head up towards the temples.
That was a fun idea to write. That was an enjoyable one to write.
After climbing a mountain of steps, you reach the temple at the top. Heading in through a stone arch, you knock on a door. An alpine marmot, encased in simplistic robes, answers and introduces himself as Gomis. As you tell him about seeing Philokia, Gomis abruptly and loudly blurts out how you are mistaken, and she's not here, or ever has been. No Philokia. You are not sure why he's lying to you, but you can either daunt him or leave and enter the temple by other means. Legends state that alpine marmots can have snow-white fur if they spend years living and meditating in high altitudes.
Yes.
No person named Philokia. You're mistaken. Wrong place. Wrong place. Wrong time.
Yeah, just close the door on me. If you just wait till I feed him to the Bordegon, that's what will happen. Now, we can intimidate him to tell us the truth, which normally I'd be amazing at, but currently, thanks to shock, I am not great at. Or
It's
I can
still
try
easy,
to climb.
so it's just one success needed.
We're gonna go with it because we will get at least one green dice.
Yes.
Maybe he'll be scared of my spyglass too. Yeah, come on, Gomez. I'm gonna.
He
bully
does
you. I'm gonna
look a
bully
little.
Gomez.
He does appear to be a little bit timid and.
Yeah, we threaten him with our presence. It's my hat. It's Moore's hat. What is there?
He is not intimidated by your presence just yet.
All right, so to that, we're gonna do the whole reroll.
Blowing didn't help this time. Come on, that's nothing.
Okay, I guess I don't do it.
I think you should go and gear up or relax in the hot springs or something.
A long, deep cry. Yeah, that's what I'll need.
Like, is it possible for Moore to get zero communication with his initial gear and stuff? It appears to
That's
be
okay.
true. Yes.
I just knew it would turn out this way, right? You know, just the day I was born, I came out of my mom and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna lose on this Galzyr stream. Oh, just hit me with it. Just hit me. I'm
Today
dead.
must not be your day, as when you try to scare Gomis, who you read as a total wuss, you do not even make him flinch. When you try again, he just slams the door in front of you, leaving you to try your intimidating technique to a solid oak door. Without getting into the temple, you have no other way of contacting Philokia, and decide to give up on this errand. You feel bad for being unable to find Olamide, the pilot he needs. But it is not the end of the world. He will have to find a pilot himself to help him fly his hot air balloon. You enjoy one last look over the mountainside before leaving the temple.
My soul hurts.
I knew
just
I
take
should
the
have.
wind right out of me.
I
My
knew
sails are empty.
I should have gone there and did do that. It's my fault for leaving
It's
all of
okay.
my business to you. It's my fault.
In Canada, we have a saying: "Sucks to suck." Just sucks to suck, I guess. All right, but that's the end of my turn, and we move on to the next game day.
So first I'm going to do the upkeep stuff required.
Yes.
So this goes to the back of the quest slot like that, and we also take
My soul.
273, which is something, and we are going to place it in the global save slot, which is all the way around here.
Oh, poor Moore, my sweet boy.
No water balloon for us.
Yeah, move on to the old Thursday.
Thursday. And it's final day for you to be shocked.
Yeah, small miracles, you know.
I'll go to Meratu Forest. There's Ranger Station, and there's also actually Holiday Village, which is quite tempting. But I think I'm here with Finiena to finish finding the treasure. Although she will be with me for one extra day, so I could first visit the Holiday Village with Finiena. I have had some, like maybe that could cheer her up. She or does she want just the treasure?
Well,
What do you-
I don't know. It's you're sitting there like, should I enjoy all my treasure or all my friends? I'm sitting here nurturing a growing depression and fear. Choices are your own, old Sami.
I guess I'll just go with Finiana. But first I can pick up the new quest that is available in Meratu. Help wanted to free the oppressed Arhin from the yokes of tyranny. Do you value personal rights and freedoms? Help us bring about a new era of equality, signed by common folk of Arhin.
Who's ready for social revolution? Oh yeah, rebel uprising, yeah!
Do you want to read the Yerninjan's
Of course,
quest?
of course. Arin's ruling elite families have trampled on us common folks for too long. No more should they be allowed to abuse our laws for their gains. It is time for a revolution. Join me and my hundreds of brothers and sisters in the march to end this tyranny. We must put them out of power. And this is signed by Jury Jan, the chicken revolutionary.
I can join the revolution in Arhin if I so choose.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. We need to bring it. I've a good story for this. Just to quickly say is that Arin is technically it's not a dictatorship or is not technically ruled by an untrue or evil elite, but it's ruled by rich merchant families, which aren't really great rulers. And when I'd first come on for the project Lands of Galzyr, I had to write a scene where you interact with some of these richer folks, the Blue Mills, I believe. And I was like, man, these nobles are so snotty. I hate them. And almost a year later in the project, Sami came to me and he's like, I need you to write a scene where rebels tear down this family. And I was like, oh, I'm all for it. I hate those snotty Blue Mills. It'd be a pleasure to take them down a peg. Good time.
I think you even like suggested them to be the Blue Mills. Like I was just someone, I don't care, just do something, and you'll get. I have a grudge against these that I have written before.
Yes, you had said like again, there's a number of ruling families, or these merchant families that rule Arin, and we bring up several of them through the course of the game and name drop a few of them, and there's a few we in quests. So Sami had said, just whatever, do whatever you want. Make new ones up, use established ones. And I was like, oh, we got to do the Blue Mills. Like, they've had it way too long. Like, I've been itching to get back at these dirtbags for a while. So I made the character of Jury Jan, the chicken. And, good times. So, right now, you're in Meratu. Are we going to do the quest then?
Yeah, I was thinking about the holiday village, but having so few days left, and we probably want to join the revolution still this game, so I have no time for holiday village this time. So I'm going to find the treasure with Finiana, who has been kind of bored for the start of the week so far.
Yeah, again, a cutthroat, rough in the tumbles pirate has just been watching you play with kids and getting bank lineups. Like, we're finally ready to do this.
But she did witness me look down a bit of a board gun, so...
Yeah, she stood there while you
I have that going for me.
Although I feel like being a pirate and a sailor, she's probably more superstitious than the other folks, so I feel like she might actually be with the moles and scared of the Bordegon.
So maybe she's impressed from my acts.
Oh yeah, maybe she's really impressed. Exactly, of daring. But you follow Finia as she has a nose to the treasure map, meandering through the darkened heart of Meratu's woods. The famous Red Fox pirates. Treasure is close. I can taste it. The Red Fox. It is no wonder that Red Foxes, who crave danger and riches, often found themselves living the life of pirates in the past. And also, Finia, she also is a pirate too herself. So while red foxes are prone to piracy, she is actually also a card-carrying pirate.
Grave danger and riches, and I'm like, look, I'm a sock puppet. No, look at me.
Yeah.
Who did I join with? What?
Poor pirate lady. But
I do not carry anything toxic with me outside of my attitude, which is.
No. Okay, but to that, the ancient fraying. Oh, we didn't even read the story.
Yeah, we didn't read it.
Oh, you're
Let's go
here. All right. The ancient fraying document guides you to a lichen-covered serpentine statue with its mouth open. Finia mumbles about being bamboozled by a poem written on the map. Poison placed plentifully poses puzzled prospectors to pilfered, plundered prizes. You ask her what it means. No idea, but apparently it has instructions leading to the underground vault somewhere in the woods. Worried as if the statue might strike you like a real serpent, you cautiously look at it. It has a primitive mechanism on its side. So we have no toxic tag. We can try to unlock the altar. Oh.
For unclear cultural reasons born before modern history, no animal is as vilified as the limbless snake. What did it do to be so hated?
What did it do? Again, there's culturally, there's an interesting clash. Is that a lot of cultures venomize the snake, where other cultures actually worship and/or pay it respect. So snakes are always an interesting character in mythology. That's fine. But to here now, we can unlock the altar at hard or explore the area for an entrance medium.
Let's finally get some work out of my friends.
All right, yeah.
Kihurangi gives 1 success for unlocking. Finiana gives 2 successes for unlocking. Exploring, Kihurangi would also give 1 success, but I'm not good at exploring. I have no skill marks at all. So I guess I'm going to look from the side while Finiana and Kihurangi will unlock the altar for me.
Like leave it to the real adventurers here.
Yeah, like Kihurangi is, what is this? This is interesting. I have not seen this before. I need to get my feathers on this.
Yeah, as an explorer, she'd have an interest in this, and and Fiana's here greedily trying. So yeah, let's get our dice pool here together.
So I do get some dice as well.
Yeah, you help by like poking it with a stick.
Yeah, I'm just looking. Did you try this yet? Did you try poking this? Holy shit.
Oh, did you try poking it? Did you try poking it?
Yeah, and I still got already 3. So.
Yeah, you got 3 there.
Yes, so I'm at 6 with my dice and with my friends.
Oh, it must be nice to have such good stats and equipment and friends. Oh, just cherishing that.
Why don't you go and drop by the market or something?
Yeah, Moore's gonna have to go to a long walk on the beach and, just rethink his life as an adventurer.
Yes.
But
maybe this was a mistake to come here after all.
Yeah, Moore should have stayed in bed. But for us, on slightly better tidings, the effigy's mechanism has been eroded by time, but your skills combined with the fox's touch get the contraption to move. Its belly opens up, revealing an old leathery piece of parchment that has endured the years. Fiana carefully retrieves the ailing document from its resting place. A map to the underground vault. Follow me! With this second map in possession, the fox pirate quickly locates an old stone stairwell leading down into the earth. Trusting the passage, it delivers you to a musky stone room. Light leaking in from the outside reveals writing in an old script, with the skeletons of foxes littering the floor. In the center,
sits a stone hatch. Showing exaggerated care, Phineas steps over the dead to inspect the walls, then the hatch, then the notes. Well, whatever is hidden here won't stay secret for much longer. We'll find it. There has to be more to this room than meets the eye.
And if you search here, night vision gives us a success.
And
Which first you have
speaking
night
of which,
vision.
Kihurangi has a night vision.
What? Oh, it is a nocturnal bird sometimes.
Yes.
Rare for birds. But generally birds actually have very terrible eyesight at night, except for a select few, which the Kokopo does. So we got night vision. So do you want to
who can't even fly? So more weird stuff for Kakapos.
Yeah. So do we want to search for more symbols, or do we want to try to force the hatch open?
Forcing is not my wheelhouse, and searching more so. And also Kihurangi is going to help me, so let's search for more
Take
symbols.
a good look around. Use our brain noggin.
I get to actually use all my dice for this. All my
Why would you look at that?
special dice. It
Would
helps.
you look at that? It must be nice.
Must be nice to not be shocked.
Yeah, it must be nice.
From being almost killed by a bone barrage.
Just crying and simpering. You got a cockroach
well,
there?
that's already 4 and 1 from Kihurangi.
4! Oh my
that's
god,
5.
look at this.
Just breezing through everything.
Folks, you see it here. To stroke his own eagle, Sami's just cheating every roll now.
I'm glad.
You have a little magnet under the table you're rotating the dice with.
I'm glad by pure randomly Kihurangi chose to join me just before I went to the Phineas.
Yeah, the RNG gods are a big fan of you today.
So that's...
You find symbols by 2 stones in the floor. Each hides a lever under them. The fox pulls both, opening the hatch and a side room with the remains of a pirate captain. Phineas claims a dazzling hat from it before you head down. The final room hosts treasures gathered by Red Fox pirates of the past. A glittering bounty sits here, brilliant preserved against aging. Their pirate plunders are finally free for taking. Phineas yanks you into a headlock and doesn't let go until her ribs hurt with laughter. Tell you what, I'm feeling generous. She splits off 2 piles of loot. Both are mainly shimmering gold coins. A frayed map sits on one pile, while an item submerged in the other. The fox pats both mounds. Choose which one you would like to take as your cut of the treasure.
So we can get a pile of gold with a map, or a pile of gold with an item. Kiradai is much better suited, much more success in the adventuring life, having to struggle to make these choices.
What should I take? I have too much of stuff. What should I take? If we are in the same place, we could share some items, so I could share some of my loot for you. But we are currently.
It's okay. I don't need it. I don't need a handout.
I don't need
a hand.
Pity. I want no pity.
Yeah, no, I do have a touch of pride in my own soul, so I'd be content sitting in the dirt moaning about it rather than get the handout. But
I do have.
So yeah, what are you gonna pick?
I have 3 items, so if I get the new one, I would have to throw 1 away. Shortekos has to go. It was fun as usually. Also, stop cheating, son. What is this? I'm called out both by you and by viewers. This is shameful. This is utterly
the
shameful.
chat's getting wise. I don't know how many people are in it, but they've been putting their brain together and rubbing it, But do you want another treasure map, or are we going to get an item? As you said, you have 3 items now, so that means you will have to...
So I think I'm going to take the map, because Well, this was quite
Yeah,
successful,
You
so
know,
why
treasure
not
hunting
continue?
worked out so well for you.
And I have Kihurangi, maybe I can continue doing some treasure hunting with her. So I'm going to choose the pile with the map.
All right. Choosing the pile with the map, Fina gives you a week. Oh, still not had enough treasure hunting? Well, I wish you the best of luck in finding further fortune. You earn 2 prestige and 3 gold. Oh my god.
Someone has to
Someone
carry this team.
Now your backs are breaking under all these riches.
And you. Both riches
Oh.
and more on my back.
Oh.
I'm up to
What
11 gold. I put Finian on back and I get a random 199 from the library. And if there were a partner, like if you would come and help me do stuff, you could join with my riches.
Yeah, if only, right? No, we're you can't find me right now. Moore's having a little sniff behind a garbage can somewhere, crying hard.
I can't keep the cards still if you make me laugh too much.
That's all right. We got treasure hunt here.
I found a new treasure map hunt. Travel towards the lush green forest from. With one hint, you know where to search for the next one. If I now go to the Rien's tomb, I can visit the wishing well and try to find the missing part of this scene here.
Yeah.
I can't locate the treasure with just 2 numbers. I need the full thing.
Yeah, isn't that devastating?
Yes, I'm so sad.
Yes, aren't we? Aren't we all?
Yes, your turn to show what you made of.
Yeah, well, to this, I currently have 1 quest, I think, which is where's that down?
You have.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You have the one with the Ranguri, the Valabi in Sarevar, and you want to some point maybe visit Sarevar as well to find the nemesis of White Fang. So your both things are here, but it's quite a long.
Absolutely
long
dookie.
there.
That is not good.
I can also find.
If only I built Olamide's hot air balloon, then I could have flown over. Now I have to walk like a peasant.
That would be so perfect. Just doing
all right, you start me on the long trek back home.
So let's see. You have 1, 2, 3 turns. So 1, 2. Yeah, you can do one of them if you start walking now. Yeah. Or if you want, we could meet up in Rienstum and do like my treasure hunt together, but then I don't have time for the rebel uprising.
To leech off your success, I'll go to Rhinestrom. To leech off your success.
Or we could both try to go Arhin, and like if you, for example, take a boat from Rienstum to Arhin while I take the high road, maybe we can both join the revolution together.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I would be up for a good. I'm angry at the establishment. Well, the government has plenty of things.
You're angry, but you're not even sure what you're angry. You just want to be angry.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll start heading south then.
Yeah, forget your quest. You can do them some another time.
Exactly.
It was not meant to be.
All right. Boot us up there for a quick second.
It's not Wednesday. It's good Thursday. No. So we're going to the grassland 63.
Yeah. 63, interesting. Take a peek at this.
The storm front is pouring sleet and freezing rain all over the world, coating everything in deep layers of thick ice. Just what you wanted to cheer you up.
Just as if my day wasn't bad enough.
You come to a crossroads, which is now more like a large frozen puddle covered by sheep. An Eurasian teal and her 2 shepherds, a pair of red-breasted geese, are struggling to drive their flock of terrified sheep through the crossroads. Carts, burrows, and travelers are piled up in all directions of the slippery crossing. Altruistic volunteers are trying to pull the frightened sheep across, and angry car drivers are shouting instructions at the harassed-looking teal.
So, do we have a footwear tag then for this crossroad event? We don't. I don't have any footwear. I'm cold feet. Haul the sheep across the road, calm the sheep down, and continue the journey. Now, if only I wasn't shocked, this would be so easy to do.
This is the final day, but like both skills. Oh, do you want to use this? No, you can't. Do you want to use both of
Oh, I
them?
can't.
No, you can't.
I will try to calm the sheep, because at least I'll get 1 green dice that way.
Yes, this is kind of repeating the previous turn with at least.
Yeah,
one.
this is well, I had so many good skill checks for these past couple turns, but then I've been too shocked to use it. So it's just a river of tears. Give us a roll, bro.
The bones are still haunting your dreams.
Almost falling to my death. Yeah, it hasn't left more in a good mood. Let's see what we get here.
1.
That's all we need. We'll live with it. We'll live with it. I don't ask for much these days.
5. No. No.
Yeah, no hope on
Not
that.
going to happen.
Not today.
It's been a while since you tried calming panicked sheep, and can't remember whether it's the head.
Well, I think you clicked 0. I think you clicked 0.
I did click 0.
Okay, I was about to say, like, hold on. You know,
Hold
you're
on.
enjoying me down in the gutters that much? All right.
Oh, I forgot to do this. Now you react 0. Let's go.
Yeah, it's all right.
You remember how to approach and calm sheep. You move up to them in their blind spot and pat their heads, whispering calming noises to them, then handing them off to the geese, who then guide and calm animals across the road. The advice hurling onlookers start out strong, but slowly come to a halt when they see that your method is working. It's tiring work in the freezing rain, and it takes ages to move the herd out through the crossroads. Eventually, the blockage is cleared, all sheep moved aside, and the farmers thank you for your help.
One good day there.
One fresh
One
day.
good day. And also, while you do that and bring us the next turn, I just quickly need to get the power cord for my laptop here to give it an old charge. So I'll just slip out for just a second as I slink away. No, please, God, no.
And while we wait, we can move the next day, which is Friday. And same here, we move the Friday, and timed effect is shocked here, so we're going to, it says here at the bottom to discard it, so more is no longer shocked.
Yeah, no longer shocked. That's a real treat. A real treat to be operating at capacity.
And then
Operating at the level of intelligence.
begin on Friday, so I'm going to move 2 spaces towards Arhin through the beautiful coast, and going to draw an event, which is such asking if I'm exhausted. No, so we move to the grasslands, which is 2, 4, 3. Let's get that fired up. 2, 4, 3. And then we wait.
Oh, no, I'm here back.
Not for long.
Oh no, my cord. What dark fortune is this? Alright. I'll have to get a better setup eventually one of these days.
So I moved through the coast here towards Arkin, and your shock status were off, so you're not.
Yes, that was quite pleasant. I'm looking forward to not being shocked anymore. Oh, okay.
So when you're ready,
I will slowly migrate my back into place. But yes, I'm ready whenever. I swear. No, I'm a goofball, but I'm trying my
it's
least
my turn,
goofiest.
so when you are ready
Oh no, I'm a. Hold on.
to soothe us with
I
your
said I was ready. I may not be.
beautiful voice,
Ugh.
you will.
It's hard to do everything laying down. All right. No, not need that. Yeah. Oh, well, just okay. There we go. We're all ready.
Your turn.
Hit me
to,
Hit me up, Scotty.
Your turn to hit me up, Scotty.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Oh, is this it? Is this a scene?
Yes.
Oh, so it is. Okay. Here I was like waiting for you to bring the scene up. Okay. Terrible. The air rings with frustrated chirps, coming from a kiwi squatted on the side of the highway. You ask her what is the matter. What's the matter? You daft? I'm in labor. I need to get to a nursery and lay this egg. After she calms down, she tells you that her name is Ilma and that she has professionally translated popular foreign books. I thought I had a couple of days to reach town and find a nursery, but the baby is coming early. You wave down a passing wagon filled with fruits and beg the osprey driving it for a lift into town. The driver scoffs. I'm heading in the opposite direction. Beside, time is money. You feel like you cannot just abandon Ilma here. On a quick side note, my wife loves this scene. It's her favorite scene in the whole game.
I think
Here, but do we have a knowledge tag?
I think I have actually run into Ilma at least once in a few months before, so she's late again.
Oh no, she's busy. She's a busy mama making those eggs. All right, so I don't have the knowledge tag.
I don't have the knowledge stack. Let's not confuse our turns again.
Yeah, of course, yeah, yes. So to this, what's really nice is this person. This check is looking for communications, which I have now an abundant use of. So we're going to calm down Ilma.
To remind you again, it's my turn, not yours. You're not going to calm down Ilma.
I'm too excited to play. I saw the communication skill check, and I got excited.
When you read the story, you don't play.
Yep. Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry for messing up your perfect stream.
It has not been perfect, but close enough.
Broke my heart. So for yes, you do have the knowledge tag because Karadai is a graduate of Arwen University.
I have a scholar tag, but not a college.
Oh, it's different than knowledge. Oh, okay, my bad. I should know that because I was part of the development team, but like whatever.
Whatever. It's been a while. It's
been a while, yeah.
It was a long few years. I'm horrible at exploring, even though Kihurangi would help me. So I'm going to try to calm her down a little bit.
Yeah. If only that was mine. So yeah, give your big roll here.
Let's see. Here's my dice pool. Let's see how many. If I can calm her down. I don't remember how I treated her last time. I would have to go and look at the past stream, but let's see how we handle it this time. That's 2. I did 2. I get nothing from my best dice.
Ooh.
Do I feel like pushing it? I do feel a little.
Do you want to be a loser like more? Yes.
Yes.
If you want to be a loser like more.
I want to have a crack at being loser like more. I was already like, oh, that's nothing, but the last die did give me 2, so I'm not a loser.
You know, we didn't get any. It wasn't like a repeat of more. We didn't get worse.
Yes. Did I get books? No, I did not get any knowledge. So
surprising. The brain drain, right? You know.
Yeah, I have lost my brains a long time ago. That's past me.
Encouraging Ilma to think happy thoughts, you explain to her that this is all about to pass in a second, and she will be fine. Ilma is calmed a bit by this, but still complains about having to give birth on the side of the road and how embarrassing it is. Giving a soft grimace, an egg rolls out of Ilma. It's almost the size of her. With what energy she has left, she plucks a quill from her pack and writes you a letter of thanks. She tries to tell you something, but passes out. You stay with her till a wagon passes by, and its generous driver takes her and the egg to safety. You are shocked to see that she gave birth to something so big that it made her pass out, but hope she'll be all right.
1 prestige?
Yes, we have 1 prestige. I can't remember. Sami, you'll have to jog my memory, but I feel like there was a request from one of the backers or someone in the fan community to write a story about Kiwis. I might be mixing
in the game found, we asked on some of the updates, like if you have any fun ideas you would like to see in the game, drop them here. And Kiwis were like, I think they were one of the one played. They didn't say like what do you do with the Kiwis. They said I want to see Kiwi in the game, and then I went to Wikipedia look at what's special about Kiwis. They have the biggest ratio of an egg to their mom, like how big the egg is compared to that. They don't have the biggest egg, like absolutely, but biggest compared to their own size. It's like pretty much the same size. Like what is that? We have to make a story about this.
Yeah. So when Sami again told me like I want to write about this, and I hadn't actually I knew Kiwis. I'd never actually seen them lay an egg, so I just quickly popped over to YouTube, and then I watched the video, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like they aren't joking. Like if the bird is this big, the egg is this big.
Yes.
Like I couldn't believe it came out. I was just like.
And when you find an X-ray image of a kiwi with the egg inside it, it's like a skeleton and just the egg like inside, like the same size like
the
skeleton.
outer skin is just like stretched around the egg.
Like you need to give me the story about this.
Yeah, so that's where that one came from. But I believe your scene's all done. We have shot.
I've seen some stuff.
You after seeing the egg come out, that you just
yes, I'm like
Caradai, just like the art on the card. Caradai's just no flabbergasted.
Caradai is like reconsidering. Do I want children? Probably not.
Yeah, like oh wow, math equations fly around her head trying to calculate how that went. All right, so we end the scene there.
We also get 300 as Ilma wrote us a letter of thanks, a favor of populace. So
only we had that in the bank.
Yeah, I'm just collecting these letters of people of different folk while you stay with.
Yeah, well, more stinky and poor left over to the adventuring limelight.
Event card, and that's my turn, and now it's up to you. So you have 2 turns left. I have 1 turn left. No, I have 2 turns left. Yeah, I think yes. I have 2. You have 3. So I can wait here if you walk here, or if you want to stop and come with the boat, you can come and we can.
I want to do the. I'll actually go to Rhinestum and take a boat, Aaron.
First, even before ending your movement and stuff, you can pick up the quest. You still have room, so why not?
Yes, let's take a look.
We need Might someone help us secure a cultural artifact from Arhin University through wit or financing the lodge?
Oh, yeah, Dream Seeker! Oh, excellent. This was one of my favorite quest chains to write for the entire game. It was just, mwah. I feel like, we'll talk about this first. Let me read this first. Ancient tribes have practiced rites beseeching an entity known as Hiroshank to lead them into their own dreams through meditation. To do this ourselves, we only need a statue of Hiroshank. Meet our contact, Lelric, at the university and help him secure one from a professor, Morazan, the long-nosed horned frog mistress of the lodge. Oh, Sammy, are you going to be at our next turn?
Yes. So if you if you come here,
I want to do Dream Seeker so badly. Oh,
we have
no.
We should have enough
Okay,
turns that if you come here, I can come, and then on my turn we can do the Rebel quest, and on your turn we can do the Dream Seeker.
One thing that was a lot of fun for Galzyr and writing for Sami and Co. was that. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you want to just shoot that off there. Is when I'd come to Galzyr to write on the project, one thing that felt a little thin looking through the Wikipedias we have on this and the current established works we had on it is the culture of Galzyr was a little thin. I believe Seppo may have invented a god called Tarn. But other than that, there wasn't a lot of cultures or religions explored into Galzyr.
Yeah,
so
we were
one
like
thing
one
was that
step above, like doing all the big stuff, and this is like a layer below that we were hoping to flesh out later when we have
yeah. So one of my strongest suits that I also get the biggest bucks for when I do writing for clients is I get a particular high praise on developing cultures and faiths and ideologies and peoples, if you will. So for this quest, I believe we had Sami had pitched an idea of doing something untraditional in the game world, which we won't talk about too much for spoilers. I'd come up with this quest in the culture of Hiroshank and exploring ideas of how the folks of Galzyr interpret and relate to dreams in their story and in their culture here. So we're gonna do Dream Seeker. I can't hold it back. I love it. Designing the lodge and all of their ideas and beliefs and a little bit of lore on this Hiroshank character from their cultural consciousness was a lot of fun. So Dream Seeker me, baby. I'm up for it. I'm up for it.
So are you stopping here, or do you take the boat to be ready with me?
Hold on.
You have moved one step, so you have one movement left still.
Wait, my brain's frying. Isn't Dream Seeker in Reichdom?
You picked it up from here, but you need to steal the artifact from Arhin.
Oh! Okay, then I gotta take a boat ASAP to Arhin.
So
okay, yeah, get on that boat right now.
Docks, scene number 22.
All right, yeah, let's hit the docks. I gotta get in on this. Using my meta knowledge of the game to cheat.
Which I have done absolutely never. Just to
Of course.
For
Being so benevolent and handsome, you don't need the handout. You don't need the handout. So here, yeah.
A huge portion of all Galzyr's imports and exports go through Rhinestone, so the wharves are busy with countless folks. An enormous cargo ship is crawling with dock workers carrying cargo, and you can hear lively music and merry commotion from a nearby tavern. A changing between the night and day dock workers is happening. The diurnal mongoose staff are having a shift exchange with the nocturnal bat staff. A ring of folks forms around them. Let's see. Fast, agile, and flexible, each mongoose sees themselves as a champion of the daytime. Whatever that means.
Yes, I also not all of them because again, multiple writers' contribution. I wrote in a lot of these little animal people factoids, and there's only a little bit expressed for each bar. But again, where I was talking a moment about the Dream Seeker quest, is that a lot of these animals have referenced cultures or homelands that I do in a little lore document on my computer have expanded out in detail. But here, bats. A city never sleeps, especially one with a large population of bats. The societies are in contact with day folk during dawn and dusk.
A vervet monkey materializes behind you. He introduces himself as Ferabo and points to them. You're here at the right time. You see, the two lineages have a friendly rivalry and they enact in a game that one can bet on.
Well, thank you, Mr. Random Monkey Man, but I gotta go to Dream Seeker. All right, so the vervet monkeys have no qualms about using the homes of other for their jungle gyms and have no respect for infrastructure. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Or
that
private,
sounds like a monkey.
Or like private space or something like, oh, come
Yeah.
here, you can bet money.
Yeah, other people are having a cultural exchange, and they're just like, we can profit off this. So, well, the mysterious monkey who just slithered into the phone booth range of myself has a very interesting prospect for me to gamble on the cultural exchange of two other peoples. I'm instead going to ignore him because I gotta get to R and ASAP in the university to get this Dream Seeker quest started. So I will find whoever's in charge of the cargo ships.
Among all the folks too busy to help, you manage to find someone with information about the cargo ship. An exceptionally large striped polecat called Bohemia, head of Rienston's harbor. Arm is 172 available.
Do we have it? We have it, huh?
We have it.
Oh, excellent.
Yes, we have it.
All right.
Elena is about to leave for Hesembe with the rest of her cargo. Bohemia gestures. I heard they're got sick after having too much butterfruit. One of the downsides of eating from your own cargo. The polecat chuckles. Anyway, they might be in the need of another pair of eyes. Or you could just pay the price of a cabin and enjoy the ride to your chosen destination.
Oh.
If you
Okay,
observe,
so-
sailor tax would help, for example, Finiana, but she's not around
Yeah, it's
anyone.
my turn for once.
And
Yeah.
she's not around me either. We got the treasure. So you could observe for hazards as a lookout, which your spy class would give you 1 success.
I'm just saying. Just to avoid the downward spiral I've been trapped in, I'm just gonna hire a private ship. We're going there.
You would always just pay for a ride to Arkham with 2 gold, but you choose to
But-
pay 5.
But I
But-
feel, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like on the private ship it's more bougie. Am I wrong? Don't you live in a higher level of luxury and care for? I'm just saying, is that Moore's had a hard time.
If you have what it takes.
You know what? I'm gonna risk it. I feel like better things happen on the private ship.
So you're
Again,
going to
I want
waste half of your money.
Yeah, I'm just saying, is Moore's had a hard time, right? Like you can't appreciate this because Caradai's been off finding treasure and being a hero. Moore needs a little pampering with soul. Moore wants to have their own room.
Maybe it's
So yeah,
good
we'll
to
do it.
relax a little before heading for a revolution.
All right, yeah, exactly. Let's do it. Crank me up here.
Choosing to book passage on a smaller private vessel, you climb on board and are greeted by a white-headed lemur captain. You tell the captain your destination and pay her. Aye, that's where we're going to take you. Believe me, crew, work the sails, we're leaving. She gives you your own humble cabin to suffer through the sea-sickening voyage. When you arrive at your destination, the captain gives you an item. A small token of appreciation for using your services. She bids you farewell and promises you can always find a seat on her cabin.
Oh, I was expecting like you'd be like well rested or something. Okay, I'll take the item though. I'll take it.
You can go to any space with a pier,
Up here.
including
Aaron, yeah. So
Arden.
we're gonna pop right over. We're gonna pop right over to Aaron.
And you get to 46. Let's see what the white-headed lemur. If there is one breed that is forever in discontent, it is the white-headed lemurs. Nothing holds their interest for long. Then has no need for this anymore. And
What
she
is it?
gives you a
Bottle of acid.
Mixing multiple poisons such as the venom of a Gila monster or a poison dart frog can create potent liquids with highly corrosive attributes, which can be held.
It's like I'm getting the juice all over again. I bet this is just as easy and just as safe to drink as that 40-year-old juice.
I bet.
All right. Well, we got the bottle of acid. All right. Money well spent. All right.
We go to Saturday. Both here on the game board, and then it's my turn. So I'll come here. First, do we want to share gold or items or anything? I could have given you items, but now you have at least 2, so you're not.
I'm
just
okay.
one. You're
I'm
okay.
okay. If I had the juice, I'd give it to you. But
I'm
I
not
don't.
sure if I
don't
would
have it.
accept it.
Yeah, as if you would. Yeah, you're too rich and successful to drink dirty old juice.
Take this yellow liquid called juice. Take it.
Non-dairy.
So we're going
Oh yeah,
to
Rebel Uprising.
join the revolution with Chernin-chan together. Right? You're coming with me.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, and after this, we can do Dream Seeker together. This is perfect. I'm ready for this.
303.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta read this, don't I? All right.
Yes.
All right. There is more unrest here than you could have ever imagined. Thousands of protesters surround the estate of the Blue Mills, the ruling family of Aran, pressing tight against the Odor Gate. Folks are trying their best to climb over it and storm the property, but are sternly beaten back with lethal force by the house guards. We will no longer let the indifferent rich rule our city! A voice rises above all other sounds. A rooster bursts from the crowd and waves them forward. We need the government in service to the commoner's interest and controlled by common folks. The rowdy crowd chants his name. Jury Jen, Jury Jen. He waves his wing again. Forward, my brothers and sisters! We need to get in! Do I have the tired tag? No, I'm not that tired yet. And yeah, the chickens. You can set your clock's time by a chicken's schedule. Punctuality is as natural as breathing to them. And it's time for the revolution, right? Jury Jan couldn't miss the beat. He felt the exact second for revolution was right now. Set your clocks by him, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't have the tired tag.
But now we're.
Oh no, wait.
It's first. It's my turn, but we are together, so neither of
we
us
are.
have the tired. I am stunned and weary, and I should also have put timer tokens on it when I got it. Like 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter. I'm stunned for the rest of the game anyway, so I'm not tired. So I can either force a way in, observe, or an opening, and both are easy. And I can't use my primary dice, but you can lend me yours.
Absolutely, you can have whatever dice of mine you want.
And observing would be. Does your spyglass gives 1 success for observing, and Kihurangi gives some rerolls and stuff. So I think observing it is. Let's.
I think we can do it. We can look for an opening.
So I can't use my perception one. I can use my. We are not the best duo because we have both two communication skill
Yeah, I've noticed
marks.
that you've shifted Caradine's skill set to loosely cover Moore's starting skill set.
No
So
one
we
was
are a
playing
little.
more. No one was playing more.
No one was playing the best character. I find that hard to believe.
The best
Well,
character.
Jordan Lee is on the case, so like now Jordan Lee's here. We'll play more.
Let's observe for an opening for the chicken, for the rooster. We are horrible at observing for openings. We got one success.
I feel like I don't know. This is my show.
Maybe
Do what you want.
I have two rerolls from Kihurangi, so maybe I'll keep
Oh,
this
yeah.
and just reroll these. And I have one
Yes.
success already from the spy class, from your spy class. So we have already
Yes,
two.
we got 2. That's all we need. But let's
That's-
re-roll these.
Yes, that's one more.
Hey,
So that's
Reveal
everything
them
we
outcomes.
have for observing. You're using your spyglass, and I'm just asking Kihurangi, can you do this for me? Because I'm not used to doing anything by myself. I have always someone else doing it for me.
yeah. In the middle of the Cultural Revolution, Caradai just sits there waiting for other people to help do the work.
I can also
class.
motivate my friends to help me more.
Oh no, we're gonna need that whip. We're gonna need that
With
whip
my-
for when we get in.
With my
We got
items.
some politicians to whip here.
We got 3 easy.
Observing the Blue Mill defenses, you spot 2 possible places to strike. One is a less guarded section of the fence that is being covered by house guards, snipers on a balcony above. A more promising spot is a section of rusty fence on the far left of the property. It may be guarded, but a solid push there should break through. You tell Juriajan this about the spot, and he rallies the bulk of the protesters to him. Follow me! The group ram into the fence and break through. The guards fall back to the man's front door. The whole of the protest moves into the perimeter, trying to get in through the front or side doors. At either end of the property, the host militia from another Aran ruling family storms the palace's rear. They wear the gray emblem of the Castermang family, older than the Blue Mills and wishing to implement new policies. You could help the citizens take control or give a different house a chance at leading. So again, for Aran, their rulership comes from a group of these merchant families, groups of people who started out just as humble traders using their own family members to push carts and sell goods, and then escalated to these rich entities that actually run all of Aran. And again, there's a group of them, and one of these houses takes power at a time. So right now, the Blue Mills have done such a poor job that there's open revolution in the streets, physically attacking their home. Again, not even their power or their operating palace, but quite literally their domestic residence. So things aren't going well for the Blue Mills. But do we want to trade one tyrant for another? Again, the Castermangs might be an older merchant family, better established, but they failed to be the last ruling house. And again, I'm not just trading. These people need to be free. So actually, wait, it's not even my turn, as I don't even get to make the call. That's my thoughts on it.
You're trying all the time taking your turns.
Sami, it's your turn. You decide what it is.
But your touching speech,
Oh,
your moving
I'm
speech
glad.
may touch my heart, and
Touch
I think
your
we
heart.
need to.
I
think we need to
I
fight.
shared
the good
with you
fight.
the fire of rebellion.
I think we came here to help Journey-chan, and we should keep helping him.
As most Canadians are, we have a very, very outspoken and fiery view on politics.
So
I
let's
feel for the most
let's
part.
keep fighting the good fight.
Yeah, bring it to them. The citizens of Aran have grown tired of its effective oligarchy. Blue Mills, Castermangs, it doesn't matter.
Whatever.
No more ruling families of any kind. I wonder who wrote this scene. I wonder
I
wonder if you could tell. Do you have the populace tag? Oh, you do, Sammy.
From Ilma, the Kiwi.
Yeah, the Kiwi lady. Yeah. Ooh, are you gonna use it?
Kiwi.
Well, actually, first we just say yes or no.
Yes, I don't know, but Kiwi lady is on our side.
Exactly. If you showed the guards that you speak on behalf of the common folk and want to end this crisis, they might let you in. Because remember, folks, only you can be a compliant piece of gear in the machinery. So, to this, you can show the guards your letter, you can intimidate the inner guards, unlock the side door, or pay the guards to go home. Yes, the flaws of capitalism when everything's about money. But to us here and now, what do you want to do? What are you feeling there, Sami?
I'm feeling like showing that I speak for Ilma and everyone she speaks for.
Oh, I got fantastic news. I just got a wonderful message. But here, from that in a moment. Just please, what are we feeling? What are you thinking? Showing the letter?
I want to show the letter to the guards and so show who we are. Who are they like messing up with?
Yeah, so just like the guards here are fighting back, hundreds of screaming protests, guns are firing, people are covered in blood and smoke, and through the chaos, the hero, Kiradai, slips out and puts a letter to one of the guards like, an angry Kiwi woman gave me this. You better listen.
Could you take a moment and read this letter?
Yeah, amongst the carnage, could you please read this letter written in pen? All right. At the front, you give your letter to the guards and tell them that you speak for the small folk. They read it over, give up, and step away. You have helped saved Aran this day, the Rooster Revelatory promises. The spirit of change burns within you. So, we give up your population tag. Then, we give you something from the library and give me something from the library.
Yes, because you are
most interesting.
The spirit of change burns within us both as we get our inner fire. Your passion burns red hot and your body yearns for action, anything to satisfy the fire within.
Absolutely classic. Again, we have the righteous fire of revolution and change within ourselves. I'm glad we did that. Get that, Blue Mills.
For change, you get the positive status.
For anyone joining late, earlier in the stream, I had hounded on the Blue Mills and how much I hated them, and I'm just thrilled. In this one sitting, with my good friend Sami, I got to both smash the Blue Mills, and we're about to do the Dream Seeker quest. So this is like Christmas. This is like Christmas.
And here's the ending.
Oh, yeah. Jerry Jan and his rebel get inside the mansion before the Castermang forces have a chance to move in. Instead of fighting for it, the Castermang troops leave peacefully. The protesters erupt in a sea of cheers as the Blue Mills sign a document renouncing their leadership and leave Jerry Jan to set up a fledgling democracy for the city and its first election. Yeah! Yeah!
Let's go.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, just I can't handle it. It's just so good. So good. Whenever you're ready, we can bunk out of the scene.
Two prestige for both of us.
Yes.
I returned my quest back and we're going to return location 9. So this Arhin's card goes to the library, never to be seen again.
Yeah, just exactly. Toss out the Blue Mills. We don't need their oligarchical cancer on our society.
2, 3, 6. We get the new card. Winter side
look, what's
up.
going on here?
So the
market
library,
resistance HQ.
The library got
perfect.
exchanged for resistance HQ.
Yes. As a symbol of intelligence, higher learning, and equality, the rebels have set up the new document in the public library, which I am all for. It's a apt and fitting move.
303 goes to the back of the quest slot. Down.
Oh yeah.
And when you're ready, it's your.
Oh, I am ready. I'm ready to go. I'm
Oh.
ready. I'm ready. I'm roaring.
Do you want to
I'm
visit the
looking
Resistant HQ or do the Dream Seeker?
Oh, I could do the Resistance HQ, which I would love to, and it would follow better with the story we just read. But I'll let that simmer for a moment. I can't resist Dream Seeker.
We have 2 turns. You have 2 turns left. I have 1 turn left.
Yeah, I'm gonna do both then. But first, Dream Seeker.
Number.
Can't wait another set.
355. And as a
This will represent what
we
we're
are
doing.
not,
This we give the revolution time to cook.
so we're trying to meet our contact level
Oh.
and the university and help him seize one artifact from the professor.
Yeah, so for the viewers at home, there's a group called the Lodge, which is interested in learning about a past culture in Galzyr that involved an entity called Hyroshank. And they believe Hyroshank to be the dreaming prince and that he will allow the folks of Galzyr to enter into a dream world. So this occult lodge, which is starting up this practice, has asked us to meet Lelric to help retrieve a statue of Hyroshank to start this ritual with. So we're at the Aaron University, and whenever you're ready to take us away, Sami. Sami. I'm trying my hardest. Names are hard.
Foreign names, even more so.
Yeah, before our stream today, I was trying to practice Sami's name. Sami's name. Can't do it. Because while we worked every day together, it was over chat. So we had a talking meeting every once in a while, but just I'm too used to the chat. But please, Sami, take us away.
Outside the prestigious Arhin University, you meet the bat-eared fox named Lelric. He's dressed in a tan poncho of the lodge, bearing an insignia with a closed eye embroidered onto the front. Excitedly, he introduces himself and makes small talk. Professor Selmin has a relic. The Lodge Master has said we needed to practice the lost art of seeing inward. I have seen in Arhin for a while, petitioning her to release it to us, but no dice. You take Lelric in with you and head to the front desk. You ask a pygmy owl secretary there to book a meeting with the Professor Selmin today. No can do, I'm afraid. She's booked full. Unless you plan on climbing in through her window, you will not be seeing her today.
Oh, yeah, I remember writing this. Yeah.
And now
we don't have a relic tag.
Now it's your turn, but we are both doing the scene,
Oh.
so we can both look through our stuff, but we are not in the possession of a relic tag currently.
Right. Heartbreaking. So, we can reason with the clerk, which will be hard. We can climb in through the window, medium, or we can bribe her.
Again, money opens opportunities.
We only have one more turn to the month. You don't be so much. This is not the time to be covetous. But here, let's take a look. Is that you brain drain?
We both have the inner fire. Both we have inner fire, and inner fire helps if we climb. So we get 2 successes right off the bat if we choose to climb, because we are both.
Oh, okay, yeah, no. Up through the window. She's like, so it's an owl lady. She is booked full unless you plan on climbing in through a window. You will not be seeing her today. And then just literally we turn around and just climb through the window. Like, thanks for the idea, secretary. Like, all right, I'm ready for this. Let's climb. Yeah, thanks for the idea, sucker. Reveal the outcomes here. We roll first.
Yes, so for your dice, you have 1 orange, might die 1 knowledge, and I have nothing, so I can't lend you anything. Ihurangi not helping. I have items that also can help us climb, but let's first look what we roll. One success from the dice. So you can either reroll everything. We currently have 3 successes. I have climb in my stretchy braces. I have climb in my whip. Oh yeah, we have. The eye can also be turned into a success with my whip.
So what do we got here? We've got 2, 3, 4
Yeah,
successes.
We have 4, and we have also 1. We have 2 rerolls.
Sorry, 2 rerolls of like the regular dice.
2 single die rerolls. So for example, and
Okay.
from 2 different.
Grabs an orange and a black. Orange
they're
and a
from
black.
2
I believe
different.
it.
The effects are from 2 different places. One is from the whip, and one is from the stretchy braces. So we can use first reroll justice, and if we fail, we can reroll the same one again.
Okay.
So we did fail.
Oh.
Let's try again the same one. No, we did succeed.
Yeah.
So that's 3
Oh.
and 2 from our inner fires. We are just skyrocketing
Yeah.
through the wall to
Oh.
the window.
Perfect. Halfway, we'll stop to make out because it's so awesome we did this. Sami, you're just my hero.
Not a bad idea. Thanks, sucker. Exiting outside, you see a window on the 2nd floor open and climb up the wall before anyone notices you. Lelric scales up to it. As luck would have it, Selmi's office is in the hallway you enter. Lelric sits on a nearby bench. Now we just wait. Getting up here so fast you have time to kill and snoop around the donation bin filled with odd outfits anyone can take from. Next comes from within the office as the door swings open. Do you want? You already had 2. You could now.
I already have
change
2
one.
communications, and I
Yeah.
sadly can't use it.
We don't take the old outfits from the donation bin.
Yeah, it's just like a bit of stinky old stained clothing and plain bits. We're just like cringing at it, like, eh.
We're above that, not by much, but we're still above.
So, Caradine's been treasure hunting and has friends. Caradine's well above it. Moore's not low enough to think that, to grab the stinky old outfit.
Entering into the office, you introduced yourself to Selmi, Babu. She seats both of you and then herself behind a desk. What can I do for you? Lerlick describes a figure of Hershank that was uncovered in a dig a few months ago. The baboon tosses an eye to a curio cabinet on her left. On its top shelf, an eerie 4-arms figurine sits. Lerlick swallows. Can we have it? Selmin throws her head back in laughter. For free! Over my cold body!
Ooh, yeah. I mean, we did go to like a university and be like, hey, you have a priceless cultural artifact. Can we just have it? Like, we're just 2 little idiots off the street. Well, actually 3 of us, we have Lelric. Yeah, so we're just like, can you just, like, you just walk into a national museum in your country and be like, can I have that artifact? No reason, I'd just like it for free. So, we can intimidate Selman, sneak out with the statue, or purchase it.
Money finds its way again.
Oh, you're so stingy. You are the heart of the covetous human. But I think we give a good chance of intimidating.
We do, but also inner fire, which we still both have, does help with sneaking. So if we feel a little bit thievery,
Sneaky.
we can just sneak away
we
with
could
the
do-
statue.
Okay, why don't we try sneaking out? Now,
What's up?
having written this story, I kind of already know the outcomes. And it's I don't want us to fail, but I'm not saying it'd be bad. I do. I got. Okay, I gotta focus up here. So sneaking, We have.
You get
one.
one orange. I'm
Yep.
shocked, so I can't give you this.
Okay, you
but
can't. Oh
I
no, I
can-
didn't think about that. Oh
But I
no.
can give you that one.
Communication for the observation, and then we
Ah.
get 3 black dice.
Yeah, and we have still 2 successes from our inner fires from the revolution fire burning
Yeah,
inside us.
after I think help free the people who are ready to steal artifacts.
Not
Yeah,
from
we're
the
totally
people, not
abusing
from
our.
the people, just from the university. Nothing. It's
Yeah,
nothing.
just from the university. Well, yeah, they were wrangling with the rich. It's not like education's important.
Definitely.
All right,
We are trying to
Uh-oh.
get the hands, and well, this is
not a hand in sight. You re-roll that whole batch.
Let's do it. Well, that's 2.
Hey, that's 4.
Yeah, 2 from our stuff.
Oh, that
and,
might be sleek.
your spyglass gives 1 reroll, so why not?
Well, hey, yeah, re-roll an eye there.
Yeah, let's see. If
Give it a little. We want that 5. Okay, close enough. But
do we have any other sneak stuff? I don't think so. Actually, it's like 4 of us because Kihurang is also like here. What am I doing?
yeah, so all 4 of us are just like steal. Oh no.
What
All right,
did I get myself in?
Yeah, what terrible everything. All right.
We got a sword.
Ooh, we have 2 swords actually.
So first.
Which, for the
Oh,
sake
yeah.
of Chloe, I almost want to. Why not knock her out? Oh, you read.
It's your turn, so I'm reading.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm
Why
I'm a terrible
knock her
guest.
out with a cheap shot and just take the statue? She would never see it coming.
Oh no, we should sneak. We have 5 successes and sneak. I think. Or 4. We have 4. I think we should.
Let's
should
continue sneaking out. But if you want to fail, that might be a better way to fail.
It's a more comic. I mean, all the fails for this are pure comedy gold. But to try playing seriously, we'll go for the sneaking at that 4
The
up.
thing is that inner fire would also give us success for fighting. It gives success for anything we do, like.
Oh, so it's 4 either way.
But it's a skill check, so we would have to roll for the fight again.
Oh no! In these drops down, don't you just use the same results that we've already rolled?
Whenever you have this skill check bubble, you have to roll.
Oh.
But continue to sneaking out does not have a bubble, so in this case we would not roll again.
I think maybe we just be on the safe side and sneak out.
Let's not resort to violence more than we have to.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's asking to
Exactly.
use the result from the previous Beaver skill check. Picking up on what you are doing, Ledel distracts the professor, leaving you open to get the statuette. You slip up to the cabinet, get it, and back to where you were. Tired of talking, Selmin dismisses you both, unaware of what you have done. Go away now. Ledel gives you a tiny applause when you are at a safe distance away from the university. With the figure of Hiroshank returned to us, the Lodge can touch all of Galzyr, can teach all of Galzyr how to dream walk again. You should stop by and try it yourself one of these days. As the short fox runs off with his prize, you are filled with an arrogant fire, smoldering with pride that you were able to so skillfully rob the university without anyone even noticing.
Yeah, there we go. Look at this.
I'm going actually to 11 already. And we return your Dream Seeker back to the library. And what else? You get 152. And we both get 61. We already have inner fire, so it just refreshes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We got in the same day, so it doesn't even move away.
We're just living on that emotional high after these 2 amazing runaway successes.
Finally, something good for you as well. Dream Seeker Part 2.
you want me to read? You read?
It's your baby. You can do it.
All right. We are the Lodge. Our goal is to revive the ancient practices of beseeching the dreaming Prince Hiroshank. He will allow us to explore our souls and dreams. If you wish to center your soul, come alone, for only you can make this journey by yourself. This is done by Morzan, the long-nosed horned frog mistress of the Lodge. Excellent.
Future game. Someone playing more can visit the lodge in Meratu and see what that entails.
Next time I join to play as more, we'll pick that up.
So that was your turn. So now we go to the final round, and I have stuff. I have the treasure hunt in Rienstone, but I have no means of getting there in one turn. So I'm just.
Couldn't you pay for it? Oh, I guess yeah.
I have only one turn, so I could move there, but I don't have the second turn to actually do.
Yeah,
this.
no, I see what you're saying.
So
yeah, heartbreaking.
So there's Market, Resistance, HQ, and Docks. I think I might go and visit the Resistance HQ maybe to see what's up, what's going on in there.
Oh, absolutely. No, it makes sense.
You can then do whatever you want, like going to market.
Yeah, free to run around, have a good time.
You're a free lizard now.
I'm a free handsome boy. Let's fight my screen here.
3, 8.
Oh, all right. Oh. Arn's library is plastered in red flags and propaganda flyers. Speaking of the new regime's good intentions or slander against the older ruling families' ideals. You recognize a rooster out on the front step as Jury Jan, one of the figureheads of the new revolution. You ask him how things are going with the regime change. Our new government holds much promise, but it is plagued with problems. Lots of civil unrest, but we have volunteer patrols trying to keep the peace. And the meetings between the new civil leaders is a hassle, so we need record keepers and mediators. Sounds like the leaders have their work cut out for them. You could help out, or enjoy some books, which the library still has. So we can help the revolutionary leaders at their meeting. We can join a patrol to keep the city safe. Again, a lot of civil unrest, and they're still fighting in the streets. Or we could go read some books. Yeah.
So
yeah.
This scene did not have the handshake icon, so you're not here with me. You can come here on your turn if you wish to do so. I think I was. I did my job in the revolution, and I want to relax on my last turn a little bit. And the meeting sounds kinda not relaxing, so maybe I'll just read some books.
Bureaucracy is never relaxing.
Maybe I'll just go
read some books.
Go read some books. Gerida misses the old days a little bit.
Absolutely. Reading literature is one of the greatest assets to the learned world, crucial to enriching one's soul. You decide that you should take part in this pastime. Ignoring the politics, you find the overworked sloth librarian. With the place in a mess, covered in weapons and battle plans and 1,000 petitions from the population, all the tools of the new government are strewn across every surface. Mess. The sloth curdles. And I've got to clean it up all by myself.
Her visage of wrath is masked when she sees you, and forges a smile. Oh, hello there. Sorry about the clutter. Can I help you find something? And we can study philosophy or read fiction.
I guess she can try to help me find something. Maybe I'm also a bit full of all the philosophy and with the revolution.
Yep.
Like I
After
wanted
the
to relax.
revolution.
I want to relax now, and reading philosophy doesn't sound like relaxing. So I'm just going to read some fiction.
Read some fiction. You ask the librarian for recommendation on works of fiction, deciding to pursue something less scholarly, but just as educative and thought-provoking. After all, the library offers works of literature from all over the world for you to dive in. She fetches you something that really catches your fancy, an epic poem about a polecat king who, after a war overseas, angered a god and is unable to return home. You dive right into it, ready to take notes of everything you can learn. So, do you want to start to undo your brain drain and get some knowledge back?
Maybe.
Maybe.
For Kerida, you want it's good to have one really good skill for the special ability.
Yes.
So with that in mind, maybe I've not
Maybe
used the thievery too much, so
yeah.
Let's get
Paradise's too much of a wholesome lady to be stealing things.
Yeah,
she's gonna back into being smart.
Let's backpedal a little. Smart girl.
Exactly. Do you have a navigation or a chord tag? Strangely specific.
Just ask how many. Both my stretchy braces and whip are classified as chords.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do. Equipped much like the main character, you're able to fully immerse yourself in the story, experience the places, the folks, and the myths firsthand. You become the heroic king, overcoming both the sea and the many dangers, both monstrous and alluring, with your courage and wits. By the time you close the book, you feel inspired, full of determination and adventurous spirit. You head out to leave your own mark on the world. One day, they'll tell tales about your journeys.
Definitely.
So you lose shocked and disheartened, which you do have shock, and then you get some goodies from the library.
Because it would have last turn of the game, so I would have all anyway get rid of it. But reading some fiction can be relaxing, so I do get both determined and adventures. So
exactly.
So
look at that.
So I'm so fired up for the next game.
Perfect.
End of scene. And your last turn. What would you like to do?
Just to keep things simple, I'm actually going to go to the HQ as well.
So, well, that's why
they asked for mediators at the HQ, and I feel like that'll involve communication, which Moore is particularly good at.
So
should we read this again, or just?
While there is variety in the scenes, it's often based on day or month or even both.
Oh, of course.
Because we are not.
Oh no, you're right.
Exactly the same day. The story is exactly the same. So you can make your first choice here, and then I can read the new parts.
So just to confirm, because you are right, because sometimes the main checks will change on the different days. The text here is the same, so that's all good. But we're going to take part in the meeting.
Perhaps this meeting of the new government could benefit from a neutral participant contributing to their talks. You head inside with Jonathan to the talk. By the looks of things, the battle for the city didn't take place in its streets, but rather happened here. The library is a sore mess, neglected as the members of the new government vocally brawl one another. Everyone is trying to divide up old power and fatten themselves with it. The greater good of the cause isn't present in anyone's selfish arguments. The Miffed Rooster turns to you. We are in dire need of sorting this out here before it comes undone.
Now, do I have the population tag? I do not.
No, I had it with the Ilma's
But
letter, but
we can't
no.
do the scene together.
Yeah, and I don't have it anymore.
Oh, right, yeah, we spent it.
So I'm just reading in a corner while you are going to the meeting.
Yeah, I'm a little more of an activist here. Oh God,
Recalling is
those are not what I thought they would be. There's not a communication skill check in sight.
They didn't ask.
Dang, I even wrote the scene and I don't remember. Oh no. You know what? Arn's history is easy. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, easy. We're gonna go for it. So we get our 1 green dice, 2 blue dice, and then some black dice. Yeah, just let's look.
Because this is now a knowledge skill check, and you have your inner fire. If you're doing a knowledge, a communication, or a perception, so like this bottom left half of the wheel, it gets hastened by 1 because it's not so. Your inner fire is like you're not.
Well, I have to stop and use my brain.
Yeah, boring.
Yeah.
It gets hastened by 1, but it's still. This is the day we end. So if you don't do a second one, you still get to keep it for the next game.
Cool.
Now you're.
We got 8 luck.
Now you're trying to talk. You got 1. It's enough to not fail. Is it enough to satisfy you for the last round?
Yeah, no, I've learned my lesson. I'll just live with that.
What? You're happy with this?
Listen, I'm so stupid. Every time I've re-rolled the dice, you've leached more luck out of me. I need some
You
of that.
remember one tiny puny little detail about Arhin's history? Are you happy with just one tiny puny little?
Again, on the great conventional scale of things, my happiness is such a small fleeting thing. You can't tempt me with that. I'll just survive. I'm looking out for more now, right? I'm looking out for more. So yeah, what do we got here?
Moving through your memories, you recall a number of incidents from Arhin's past ruling families, maybe some that you even take part in with yourself. You insert yourself into the discussion and tell all the new leaders that after each of their ugly actions, they resemble more and more the Castermans and Bluemills, the ruling families they despise. Those here, ashamed of themselves, stare at their feet as you lecture bites into their hearts. Tolerating the shame, the group restarts their talks and works in a more civil and less selfish manner. As you leave, one of the civic leaders, a short-beaked echidna, gets up from the table and passes you a note. I have a friend who could use help from someone like you.
Isn't that fantastic? Card 99.
Friend happens to be a marble polecat family head.
Oh
Egikar's leaders of the administration districts in Riensum have grown corrupt. My family would be much fairer candidate to their ruling positions. All about just ruling families. Meet our private investigator Xeth. South of Riensum, he has a solid lead on to prove Egikar's corruption.
Being stained by my personal drives, Moore is on the hot trail of political corruption. This sounds like a chance that he could purge more of it, but also sounds like it's involved in the schemes of another politician. So I'll have to tread carefully there. But
you have to
we've got 3
important decision to abandon one. You can't abandon your first chasing legends.
Yeah, throw that out of here. Throw that out of here.
This one.
Oh, no.
What? You?
I was gonna throw out the. Can I throw out Chasing Legends?
No, you can't. It doesn't have.
Oh.
It says especially cannot be abandoned. It's your starting quest. You cannot abandon that. So
Mechanically
Dreamseeker.
speaking,
Dreamseeker. I think you don't want to get rid of that
no,
one.
we'll throw out the other one. We'll throw out the
But
middle
we-
one. I can't even remember what it is.
It was the Wallaby Racer you said you hate.
Oh yeah, no, I do Ranguri. I hate Ranguri. Yeah, toss Ranguri out of here.
Good
Take
to,
that to the curb.
to the trash.
Yeah,
So-
right to the trash.
This goes to the notice board. He's going to ask someone else to help him now because you were not up to that. So there's
It's not that I wasn't up to the task. I could have been an amazing coach assistant. He was undeserving of Moore's efforts. I'm here to make political change, not to stroke the ego of some athlete. I'm doing important things in the world here. Oof.
Let's go to the Monday. There's a pile of stuff here. First one is the fox. Oh, yeah, that was Pinien. I just never removed it. Then we have the owl, which is my Kihurangi friend. All my friends are leaving me.
Crangy finally left.
And then the final one is the end of game. So that's here. It's in number 200.
Alrighty.
Do you want to do the honors?
Pardon? Oh, sure, yes. So, how many adventurers were in this game? 2. 2 of
There's
us.
a little story bit
Oh,
before that.
sorry. After all the excitement, challenges, and adventure, it is time to unwind for a moment and reflect on your travels.
2 adventures.
2 adventurers.
None of us are
Um,
isolated.
Yeah. Well, we're all present and accounted for.
Yes, we are in our.
You 2 adventures. Oh, sorry. You want to read? Me read?
You can.
You 2 adventurers decide to punctuate your recent escapades properly and head to an inn to celebrate and trade tales of your personal epics. A nearby inn should suffice for this night of revelry. You find one whose fights
Lights.
or who lights are on. Sorry, my stream's a little blurry here. You find one whose lights are on and is rumbling with the sound of laughter and music. Throwing open the door, you enter inside. The festivities lull for a second as everyone impulsively casts their gaze at the door. If you agree, we can collectively pay to choose to throw a party. You also trade gold and items. I've got $5. Do you want a party?
I have 11. Do you want to do a half and half? Do you want to get rid
Yeah,
of
half.
the
That sounds
rest?
fine. I'll be broke, but half and half is fine.
So you go down to nothing.
The big fat nothing.
But nothing. I have 6, even not too much. Do you want to change any items? Are you happy with your bottle?
No,
of
I'm
acid?
good with all my stuff.
So we're going to.
Yeah, just like real life. Except for when I run out of money, that's when I begrudgingly go to my inboxes and see who sent job offers, and I pick through them like a crab.
You don't go to the bank and ask your loan on name of
No.
Starlight.
Oh, I'm a particularly stubborn person. I enjoy doing nothing, but bills have to be paid. So when there's money required, I just I have to work like a regular human being.
Like a peasant.
Yeah. I have to work like a peasant. All right, so we pledged $10 together, so we get to the 7 to 11 bracket.
That's it's asking how much prestige
Oh,
we got
oops.
in total.
We have 18. We have 18 prestige, I believe. I've got 7. You've got 11.
I have 7, so we have 18.
So 18.
So thanks to Keridice achievements, we get.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
look,
we
if you got as much as I did, we
No.
would be
I know.
into.
I'm dragging the team down. I feel it in my heart of hearts.
You see
I'm
that
so sorry.
I exactly carried my weight.
I live in great shame. I'll never be happy again. But here, you dump a pile of gold onto the innkeeper and order up the sickest of parties. Everyone in the bar cheers, ecstatic that they got to party with such famous characters. Word gets around, and folks from the nearby area join in, growing the size of your party. The commoners fawn over you. You have won the heart of Galzyr. As folks are enjoying themselves, a snowshoe hare crashes the party. Folks are puzzled, but oh no! Oh, I know you. You war criminal. All right. Folks are puzzled by the bottles of bright liquid she hands out. I'm Paswana, the alchemist. Heard you all were having a good time, so I came to make it better. She encourages everyone to sample their assigned drinks and tell her what they feel. You cautiously wait for others to drink first, and after a few sips, folks report different effects, but all of them good. So you throw it back in a single gulp.
You can't get enough of drinking strange liquids.
Yeah, my character is all over the old dirty juice, the poisons and acids, and now we've got a strange beverage. A commoner has handed out to us. Just someone off the street handed us the purple juice. Give it a roll.
Let's see what
Don't
you
steal
get.
my luck, though.
So this will be yours.
Yeah.
11, so
11.
you get 63.
Well, that sounds good. I like high.
The effect of your drink is feeling adventurous.
Yo, you should taste like.
And let's see.
I want to go ahead and experience something better. Yeah.
Let's see what.
All right, let's see what the old gets.
I get also 11,
Same
which
thing.
is I already have adventures, so my party feelings stay unchanged.
Okay. You were already feeling adventurous, so to you it does nothing. But folks came for the party, but are blown away when the celebrities are hosting it. They scream in joy and mob you for autographs. The locals swap stories of all that they have heard of each of you. Mostly of your heroics, but some of your failures and shady moments as
I
well.
think those are mostly about
Even...
you.
Yeah, bringing down the average quality of adventuring here. These less flattering moments fail to dull the bright star you're all seen as by the common folks. We are famous. We are famous for all that revolutioning we did.
And then there will be some
We're
saving
saving the game.
stuff that I will do off screen, off stream.
And the cute thank you for playing little drawing. I love it. It's so homely. It's so homely.
Yes.
What a time we had there with my incredibly blurry. I see what you're saying now. Like my image is so much worse. I don't know if it's the screen or the older computer.
It's just like internet being bad. It was better. It just recently got worse. So
okay.
But
I was going to say because it looks like I'm filming through literally a rock. Like I strapped your rock to the front of the laptop.
You said you are using a computer, but are you mistaking that for potato or something that you're using?
Yeah. Instead of an actual computer in front of me, it's literally it's like a pasta casserole. I've plugged a keyboard into, and I'm like, yeah, the pasta brain power.
It's like
oh god,
miracle that it's even working this well.
Yeah. Oh, I'm thoroughly embarrassed, more so by my gaming performance on the rolls than I am of the poor quality of the screen.
Well, the game Lands of Galzyr is not that much about like performing well mechanics wise. It's just having a good time in the
yeah. It's about the disasters we performed along the way.
Yes.
Oh, the social revolutions we helped ignite. The greater, higher ethics that we live by religiously or otherwise. Do we have any closing notes or thoughts on our game? It was an interesting game, at least.
I was just going to ask the same, that if you had anything you want to... I will do more streams with different guests, so if you have anything you want to say for fans or anyone who's just watching.
I would recommend strongly, to the innermost truth I hold in my heart, that you should be depressed going into Galzyr. Like you should be having a bad day or think that you're just worthless trash, and then when you have these catastrophic experiences, they're less blowing to you. But all in all, Galzyr is a very easygoing, rules light time. It's a very feel-good game, and even when things go bad for you, usually the outcomes and disasters and failures are still pretty funny, and they're enjoyable to read through. And again, it's just a wholesome, uplifting game. It's completely unlike what I normally write, which professionally I normally write very strange horror and fantasy. So Galzyr, being a wholesome family fun game, was a complete left field ballpark for what I normally professionally write. So it was a very enjoyable long working project on it. But into Galzyr, my recommended thoughts are: take it very easy, just enjoy the ride. The game isn't a totally blind random adventure, but it's just, again, it's fun when you succeed, it's fun when you fail. It makes great stories to gripe about or to celebrate or to brag with to your friends and family. And again, it's just very easy to stop, very easy to put away. There's just nothing really I find difficult or stressful. There's other games that I love and like, but again, Galzyr is just a beautiful, easy serving. I can't say enough about it. It's just, again, it comes out nice. It's easy to put away, easy to set up. It's just a smooth treat for everyone to enjoy.
I have nothing to add.
Nothing to add? Ouch. We've worked together for years. Now we're finally sharing. You've been asking me for years to be on this, and now I'm finally here. And no comment. Oh my god.
It was
this is devastating.
It was great time, and thank you so much for finally coming.
It's always
making the sacrifice.
For our next encounter, with some heads up, I'll go get some sort of actual appropriate webcam as opposed to whatever potato I'm wrong today. Again, it's struggling along here.
Yeah.
I can't explain why. Maybe it was always this bad. I don't know.
It was
I can't
better
say.
during most of the stream, but of course now that I want to blow it up to show us.
Yeah, now that we want to zoom in on it, the quality drastically drops.
Yes.
Thanks, my internet lasagna tray. It just doesn't break off. But overall, for the viewers at home, great to have you here. Great to play a game with my friend Sami. We've joked about doing this stream for a long while. I'm happy I could help out.
It was nice having you.
I had something to say, but again, my brain is like a patch of gravel with like some dropped a cheeseburger in it. I can't really think that well.
Great having you here.
But actually, no, wait. Here's one last thing before we go. Rate me as a guest. Rate me as a guest.
Can you repeat the final part? I did miss it.
Oh, rate me as a guest.
You as a guest.
Yes. And then I'll finally let you go. What do we get?
You get 5 mustards out of 7 soons.
Okay. Heartbreaking. Absolutely catastrophic.
Usually
but it's what I deserve.
Doesn't go as high, but with you it goes.
It's okay. I'll take it. I'll take the 5 out of 7. I'll take it home. But anyways, thanks for having me along.
5 mustard bottles out of
5 mustard bottles out of 7 zoons. I'll take it. I'll take it. But thank you very much for having me on the stream. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. It was a real pleasure. Of course, joking. It was better guest than I could hope for, and it was
Oh,
really fun
yeah.
for you sharing some of the stories of creating
Yeah,
the
I mean,
scenes
again,
and stuff.
we worked on it for a long while. There's a lot of fun behind the scenes stories. And it's always nice, I find, creatively to talk about it, offering a little insight that our viewers usually don't get to see. But again, I hope you have a wonderful day.
And same for me. Thanks for watching our stream of Lands of Galzyr, and I will be back next month someday. I'm not sure. I will schedule it here on the YouTube. If you subscribe and whatnot, you will get the notification about it with new surprising guests that I'm able to haul in for the ride. And I'm not sure if you want to plug in like for both of the viewers or who's going to struggle find their way this far into the stream. Like if someone likes your work in Galzyr, do you want them to be able to contact you in any meaningful way, or do they just harass me until I share it?
So normally for my work, I've been, again, a freelance author for 12 to 13 years now. I actually operate normally under four different pen names for whatever genre or group I'm working on. So if I'm doing, hoity-toity literary fiction, I have one pen name. If I'm doing, horror, I've got another pen name, and so on and so forth. Actually, I was considering coming out and using my own name, Jordan Lee McCarthy, on maybe starting a novel or something. And the day I opened the document to start on it, I'd received a message from a member of the Snowdale community saying, "Hey, Sami really needs a writer on this project he's working on. Like, give him a shout." And then I've been, working on the old Galzyr since. So for the quick second, again, normally I have my pen names elsewhere off in the ether, exclusive to the community that I've dropped them to. But if, somehow you've just read a piece of Galzyr and you think there's a chance this Jordan might have written this and I'd love it, for the quick meantime, you can drop a line with Sami, or just even in the Snowdale community server. I'm there pretty regularly, floating about, oddly commenting on things. So you can even drop an @ there when you see me. And again, when you're in the Snowdale server, I'm in the list of staff people at the top there. So for the quick being, if I pop on for a future stream, I might be able to provide that. Or in the afternoons, maybe I'll post an email there too.
If he feels like it, I will add it to the description. If it's not there, he doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, actually, when the stream ends, I'll throw it up there. Not that I expect as many potential investors in here, but I've done everything from short stories in magazines to even people who want backstories written for their D&D characters with little adventure vignettes. I've written a lot of things over a lot of topics over a lot of years. Silly gag gifts too. I've written it all. But again, we'll leave an email address you can pop me at in the bottom there afterwards. But for now, again, just thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad Snowdale's work with Sami at the head here is getting so much recognition. Because again, I think Galzyr is a real special product, and even though I worked on it and was paid to it, it is my true, honest value that I think the game is, again, just a beautiful, beautiful addition to anyone's board game collection.
How many mustard bottles would you rate it?
Oh, how many mustard bottles would I rate it? In writing it, definitely 10 out of 10. And playing it, it's only 1 out of 10. There's very little mustard involved in the Galzyr action. I think in 1 or 2 scenes, a running joke between Sami and I is that it's bad to, you can't get angry at your clients and you can't badmouth them. So occasionally, with just the nature of Galzyr's work, there was a lot of timpering, a lot of rewrites, a lot of things that had to be changed or altered to the game world or to fit descriptions or changing mechanics. So normally when I get a piece of writing, I get all the time in the world I need, or they needs to work on it, and I can smooth it out gradually and do a lot of what I want with it. However, Galzyr had so many guidelines and stuff that, of course, for the health of the game, Sami really wanted a focused storytelling experience. Sometimes, again, with rule changes or idea changes, we had to rewrite stuff. Or sometimes I'd read something and something would need to be miswritten. And again, I can't badmouth my boss, so sometimes when Sami would ask me for a rewrite I didn't do, I'd tell him that I'd squirt mustard in his eyes, or how he would wake up one day covered in mustard, or how he'd feel my mustard wrath. So over time, it was a joke we developed. And you can also see when we talk in the Snowdale Discord community, occasionally we'll make mustard references to each other, or some of the other even members of the fan group will do it as well. So
now
on the rating of mustard, writing Galzyr, there was plenty of mustard to go around. Mustard every day. For the game itself, there's again one or two little mustard references and a couple things there, but
if you dig
I think on the
deep enough,
whole,
if you dig deep enough, you can find some of them.
yeah. If you play the game Lands of Galzyr back to front, eventually you will find a couple scenes referencing mustard. That's your adventure for today. Go find the mustard scenes, list them out, or don't. You don't owe me anything. But here, you all have a wonderful day. Again, thank you, Sami, for inviting me, and I hope you have a wonderful day yourself.
Thank you for Jordan for joining the stream, and for everyone else, have a nice rest of the day, week, month, year, whenever you're watching. Thanks. Bye.
Howdy. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.